All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Welcome to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with 2 wonderful gentlemen, man. One with a very fresh cut, the other one with a hat on because his cut is not fresh. The one with the fresh cut, Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today,
Beautiful people. Hey, we got a jam-packed show for y'all tonight. First and foremost, thank y'all for tuning in. This is a Speakeasy. If it's your first time watching, we appreciate you wherever you're watching from. It could be in a different city, different state, different country. You could be behind bars. It's all love from our end to your end. Hey, consider us your online family, your online community. If it's been a stressful day, maybe you got a stressful week lined up, just know we are here to make you laugh, make you smile, and on the rare occasions, maybe even make you cry. If we've done anything for you, it would mean absolutely everything to us if y'all could hit that subscribe button. Hitting the subscribe button pushes us further into the algorithm, allows us to continue to create this type of content. Hey, even if you're watching and you're hate watching, tune in for a little bit. You might like what you see. A jam-packed show. UFC fight. Michelle Obama got called a man. The Knicks weren't allowed to have sex during their playoff run. A lot to get to. Carebear, turn me up.
No, a lot to get to. Also, probably the earliest drinkable offense in Speakeasy history. A lot of love from our end to your end. Tough. That was a crazy way to put that, Acho. I don't know.
Love from
it was the way he
end
said it. A lot of love from our end to your end. That's the way he said it.
Is that possible?
It sounded crazy. It sounded crazy.
Maybe if I'd have heard it in a moment.
Yeah.
I gotta run it back.
Maybe if you're on the receiving end of that one.
Okay.
See what I did there? Anyway, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading rusher. He's shifty on the football field, even shiftier here in the Speakeasy. LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building. How we doing today, Tupac?
Well, you right. I do need a haircut. But I will say this, though, man.
What you gonna think about?
I was doing some self-scouting. I'm watching the show for the last month and a half. And I came to realize, you know what, bro?
What?
I'll be right.
I'll be right, yo. I'll be right.
It's gonna be one of those shows, man. It's gonna be one of those Shady McCoy
We're getting started
shows
already. Look, also
bro.
joining us here in the Speakeasy, a man who needs an introduction. He does need one. Father, soon to be father times 2, Social Trey in the building. How we doing today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great. I'm not 295, so I feel good. I look good.
Wow,
I'm feeling good about myself.
Not 6'3" either. Not even close. Not even remotely
Not
close.
wrong about that.
Not even a 6.
Oh wow.
Hey, Trey.
You got 2 days in a row.
Don't he got kids?
You do.
He does. He has his
one and one on the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one and one on the way.
Man, see, and I heard
What about it?
And I heard you're a great father.
What about
Incredible
it?
father.
Yo, when did you have your daughter? I'm just curious.
Oh, I had her at the tender age of 19.
Tender.
You got married at 19?
Nope. Got married at 32.
Oh, okay.
Premarital?
Wait, how? You got married twice?
Wow.
No. Nope.
Maybe in vitro.
Ready for the show.
In vitro.
This he got he's human like us, huh?
Oh, very human.
Ready to
Very
have the
human.
show. Ready to have the show.
Yeah, very human.
It's
We
almost
all
worse.
sin.
Yeah.
We all fall short.
Exactly. It's almost
But
worse than
having a
drunk
daughter
driving.
was
It kills
no
them.
mistake. I stand by that. Not everybody can say the same.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be quite the show,
It's
people.
gonna be a show here in the Speakeasy. The tension has already started.
Speaking of having
The
kids.
Shady and social beef is crazy right now. But look, speaking of having kids, the Knicks
And
are
premarital
not
sex.
going to be having some anytime soon, apparently, because owner James Dolan apparently gave them a stipulation during this playoff run, fellas. I need 10 weeks of no sex. I'll let you guys take a listen.
I had this idea that maybe you should give up sex for the next 10 weeks. You don't have to give up sex for the next 10 weeks. But,
That was a joke.
but like Spartans. You know what Spartans are? Like they denied themselves, right, so that they could have an edge. Get the edge. Go home, talk to your wives, tell them. Don't tell them you're not going to have sex. Don't tell them it was my idea. But let them know what it's going to be like, what your commitment is going to be like, and how they're going to have to sacrifice too. Those.
Said they're gonna have to sacrifice.
Can we keep playing?
As well.
You don't see
We keep playing.
He says I give him a ring
concerns
and all
at
that.
home, they can't come on the court. They can't come into the practice. For the next 10 weeks, this has just got to be all about us and about how we play. It's not who we play, it's how we play. Because I believe this team can beat anybody in the NBA.
Anybody in the NBA, Mikal Bridges on his Instagram Live was reacting to this.
He brought niggas in, say 10 weeks, don't have no sex, lock in. Niggas a savage.
He breaking the weed up.
Niggas a savage.
He's on Instagram.
He could be a bigger savage if he built a practice facility in the city, but he's still a savage.
Oh yeah, you know they have the goods on.
I know that.
Got that good Drake playing right there. Fellas, your reaction to Jimmy Dolan asking the Knicks players to go 10 weeks without having sex.
Go ahead, 2-5.
Shady, would you ever give up, sex for a ring?
You know what I'm thinking about right here though? Is as a player, your owner coming there and he throws a joke out there, but then he says, "Nah, I ain't really joking. No sex." He started talking about Sparta. Right? What? Bro, I've never seen nothing like that, but I will say he's been under a lot of pressure from all the stuff he's been doing, and he got a good thing going. Like, bro, we need to win this championship, so it worked out. Yeah. Now, the question is, how many of them dudes didn't get no sex? Just think about that, though. You knocking down your wife. A lot of them is married. And I ain't trying to go out here and do nothing else. I'm trying to be locked in on the game. They was having sex. Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
But Shady, I think based on how they played, I think they could have followed his instructions.
Yeah, real quick. You about to tell me about a billionaire owner that's never played a sport or sweat. Mm-hmm. He's not even 5'7", home. About being an athlete.
Yep. Clearly the instruction worked.
What? There's guys I know. Michael Jordan listen.
He was cut different though.
All I'm saying is, bro, people out there, bro, you can have sex and still do well.
But
did you not?
He enforced.
Did you ever play games and have sex?
That's not how I got down. Shady.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Like
really?
before games, you know me. You had your before game thing. But that's why I wasn't a Hall of Famer.
But he made them jokes about you. But if you was doing it, you probably boy.
That's why I was out the league in 4 years.
Wow. Acho was having too much sex. That's why he wasn't Hall of Famer.
No, I said I wasn't. That was the
you weren't.
Yeah, that was the problem. That's why.
Wow.
I should have.
You should have been. Oh wow.
I think they stuck to it.
No,
I think it worked.
No. How? What?
There's no shot they stuck to this.
Name a pro player you know that don't get like busy at all.
You saw what Bridges was saying.
Well, he never confirmed. He said the ninja was tripping.
Yeah, he was laughing.
Yeah,
there's no shot.
But real talk, it's really weird that I hate when owners do that. Like, sir, you don't know what it feels like for me to go out here and work for you, homie. Please, let me do the football stuff.
Is it an insane request? Because to me, I understand making the request. Hey, everybody lock in. Like when they went to the bubble in the bubble championship, it was you can't be with your wives. You can't leave the bubble for weddings, Alex Caruso. You can't leave the bubble for no reason. Everybody lock in. No significant others, no kids, no nothing, just ball.
And you believe that?
That's what happened during the bubble.
That's what they told you. You know Laker players like I do. The security guard and make sure they get, get a 1 and a little 2 off real quick. I was in COVID.
Oh, yeah, you still in the league then.
They tell you all that, man, you don't think somebody, got a little 50 for you. Got a little 100 for you. OG, it's me. Let me get a little.
Come on, Shady. You want me to believe that Lakers roster, Caruso didn't go to his sister's wedding. His own sister's wedding.
I can't speak for him.
And you want me to believe.
Let's talk about some, I don't know what he got going on. Let's talk about some brothers. He bald-headed with the headband. That's unique. But look, real quick, give me some brothers that.
Caldwell Pope. He was on the squad.
Yeah, brother. I think he's married too.
Yep.
What you think, huh?
I don't think he was sneaking his wife in. His wife has too much dignity, I would assume.
How you know they was leaving?
They were not leaving.
Yes,
the bubble.
They were. You believe? All right, man.
Shady.
You know what? You really changed to a media guy. I'm really by myself in here. This is crazy.
That's wild, man. You could lead a bubble. You just couldn't go all the way to Atlanta for some lemon pepper.
Right.
He OD'd it. Yeah.
But can we be honest though?
Go ahead.
James Dolan wasn't saying don't have sex. He was saying leave them hoes alone. Is really what he was saying.
Not what he was saying.
Don't be distracted. If you married, go home to your wife. Have all the marital engagements you want. Coitus is fine as long as you got a ring on your finger. But don't let these hoes bring you down or keep this chip from coming back.
I disagree.
But most of their superstars are like married.
Yeah, Josh Hart married, Brunson married,
Yeah,
Cat basically married.
Yeah, them dudes ain't really.
Mitchell
no
Robinson,
such thing as
Republican.
basically married.
So, it's it's true. I don't know. I gotta see his TikTok. It's crazy, bro. He's just nothing but monster trucks and guns.
But really what it comes down to is this. I would give up just about anything except my faith for 10 weeks for a championship.
Yeah.
That's really the conversation we need to be having.
Absolutely.
I would give up anything except my faith for 10 weeks.
I think if it was guaranteed that they were going to win a championship, if they did that, I think everybody on the team would have committed to that.
Forget sex, forget alcohol.
But you don't need that.
Do I think that happened though? No, not at all.
But my thing is like you don't need to give up none of that. There's some guys that got to get high before games or after games or right before games.
Yep.
There's some guys that need to go and maybe drink. Some guys that need to do all type of stuff. Like we acting like we're not athletes. There's certain players that take all type of meds to go through all the toughness so they don't feel no pain. Like they doing all type of stuff. So to say that they don't need it, I don't believe that. I got another one for you. We played with a player that if he landed and didn't go to the strip club the night before the game, he don't play well, and he did not play well.
James Harden.
But hold on, 2-5. Let me
James Harden's a great one.
You know what I mean? Can I bring some sobriety to the show, please? Shady be by himself. I'll be by myself a lot.
Okay.
Let me bring some sobriety to the show.
Please do.
Shady, you in therapy often. You speak about it highly. I respect you for it, right? Black men don't often enough talk about transparently and vulnerably about the need for therapy. So shout out to you for your boldness in that. What we know is not all habits are good habits. So just because one dude went to the strip club and couldn't play well without it, that doesn't necessarily imply that it's a good habit. Just because you can't play well without popping 12 ibuprofen, can't play well without smoking weed, can't play well without whatever the case may be, not all habits, 2-5, are conducive to positivity.
Disagree.
So I can acknowledge you saying, hey, this person couldn't play well without this thing, but I can simultaneously say, hey, should we find an alternative remedy?
No, that's for your books, man. This is real sports. I'll give you an example, bro. You think Shaquille O'Neal was out there just doing all the greatest stuff after he wins a big game for 35 points and 15 rebounds and they beat the Spurs?
Doubtful.
You think Rodman doing all the best things possible?
Lord knows what he was doing.
What? Man. Karl Malone, for good or for worse.
But does that make it right? Does that make it smart? Forget right and wrong. Does that make it smart? You told me, you said, Acho, I wish I took myself more seriously while I was playing in the league. You said that. Your words, not mine.
Yeah, I took it serious enough, but I could have done a little more. What I'm saying is there's some dudes that they get busy with all that, and they're successful. Everybody's different. Like you might want to read the Bible and listen to soft jazz music, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's some dudes want to listen to rock and roll and there's some dudes listen to them gangster rap. There's some dudes that read books. Yeah. Everything is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
There's some dudes that can't make curfew. And he's like, you know what? I'd rather spend money on fines because that's who I am. And some guys that can't play within the rules.
Yeah.
Some guys like Draymond Green's a great player, but I can't control my anger. We all are we are athletes. That's why I love it. This sport is because you get guys from different places of the world, different religions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all find a way, even if I'm different than you, you different from me,
to
win a championship. That's
true.
what they did.
You're not wrong about that.
Acho, I don't think you would have been a 2014 Pro Football Focus Special Teams All Pro if you ain't had so that might go like going through make it through in your ears or something. You know. You should have got the chorus through that. I don't know.
I hate you so much. Karen, could you give up whatever to win a chip?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I can definitely give that up. I mean, I'm in a long distance relationship right now. It's the same situation, but like to win a championship, to be great. Absolutely, I could. Would I in that situation if the owner?
There are some doubts in the speakeasy off camera.
Yeah. Why?
What?
You don't think I could?
Karen,
give up food?
Talking about.
You not fasting for a chip, bro. You not fasting for a
You
chip,
had to go
bro.
fruits and
F them
veggies.
picks. F them chips.
I'm doing that right now.
I want another kind of chip.
I do want another kind of chip, but hold on.
You're not giving up chips for a
Bro,
chip.
I would definitely give up chips for a chip. I would eat if you told me right now. I could
Fruits, veggies, and water
I could
only.
touch. Say I could touch like 2 meal at the end of 10 weeks if I just like was extremely clean.
That's a good.
I'd be able to do that.
That's a good one.
I'd be able to do that.
I believe that.
I have
Yeah.
nothing but
For money,
but
yeah.
chicken breast, unseasoned chicken breast, vegetables, and
Unseasoned
water.
chicken breast.
With a little bit of like the hydration packets that's like the real electrolytes instead of like the sugary stuff. I could do that. I could do that for 10 weeks. 2 months, yeah, two and a half months.
I like that. That's pretty good.
I can do that, bro. I'm doing 75
Nah,
medium right
and
now.
and I like-
I ain't had a burger in a month and a half.
Burgers
I like
are
how y'all
bad.
changed
We've
that
been
though.
over
Bro,
this.
it's the bread
Because
though.
the
bread
chip.
is-
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
the
That means he never
I could do
played
that.
sports.
Yeah.
So I like that was a good one.
You made it more relatable.
No, absolutely, yeah. No.
I know we got a couple super chats before we have to move to the next Wemby
Yo,
topic. What's the
shit.
word?
Hey, Acho told you I was
Trey
gonna be a
still
crazy
doing dead
show.
hangs, hoping it'll grow.
Listen, man,
Oh,
I
y'all
gotta
doing good
kick
today.
us off with my guy Dustin Russellberg, 9477. Sent $100 super chat. What a way to get us started, man.
I
Said,
mean,
Hokett needs to be humbled. He makes the comment about Michelle Obama, but was fighting a guy out of his prime. He needs to fight. How you say, Kieran? Gane?
Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gane. Or Tom Aspall. If he wins, great. But if he loses, he knows his spot in the world of UFC. It's not all about him.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Hokett, crazy individual. We're going to be speaking about him a little bit later on the show.
yeah.
I mean, it's time for a step up in competition. The gap in athleticism, though, in the heavyweight division in the UFC, it's like dudes that are just big and somewhat coordinated versus like actual athletes,
Real
like
athletic dudes,
Cyril
yeah.
Gane. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard, but yeah.
Keeping it moving. Team Acho and Social Trade, Terrence Smith, very own, said, going back to the UFC conversation from last night, how do y'all feel about the UFC fighter calling the former First Lady Michelle Obama a man after winning? So tired of black women being openly disrespected and it being swept under the rug. Terrence Smith, sit tight. We're going to get to that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Dustin Russellberg doubled back with another super chat and said, I will say I'm a Lewis fan, but seeing Hokett take his spot on a huge and historic night and make a comment about a first lady just rubbed me the wrong way. It shouldn't matter what side you see. It's about respect for the position. Kenro 200X said, man, Dolan probably saw Rocky and heard Mick say, women weaken knees, and bought into that nonsense and felt he should charge the team with that. It's pure nonsense. LXO, we said, yo, Ninja Turtle Bear. That's great.
Nah, that's pretty good.
I got told I look like a reverse raccoon earlier because the eyes are lighter than
instead of darker.
It's bad, bro.
Can we get
It's
it? Can we
bad.
get a zoom in? The chat did request to zoom in on Kieran's tan line. Jesus.
This is like really zoomed in. Like, I feel like Taylor, we can push back a
you're-
little bit, bro.
No, yeah. Yeah, at least you're a good looking guy, you know? But okay, all right, never mind. I take it back. Said, stop wearing that mask outside, man. You getting that tan. But what up, Speakeasy fam and everyone in the back? Shout out to the gang in the back.
Yeah,
He said
they
this
get
is
it
his
to- yeah,
favorite
sure.
show. And then listen. Someone near and dear to our heart goes by the name of Sugar Mama Shannon here in the Speakeasy. Dropped a super chat and said, I just have a simple request tonight.
What's up, Sugar Mama?
Instead of Speakeasy fellas, you are Speakeasy family. We love you. From Shannon, Sydney, and Caleb, forever locked in.
That's all I'm talking about.
That's love.
Much love.
Shout out to Sugar Mama Shannon.
Appreciate you, Sugar Mama.
And then the last one before I got to keep it moving, that boy Carebear having that Manti Teo experience, saying he got a long distance relationship. That is crazy.
That's funny. No.
Central Cast, what up, weird cousin? Kieran, that's all I got in the super chats, my guy.
All right, man. We got a show to get back to. We will talk right after this about the Josh Hokett situation with Michelle Obama. Don't worry,
Stay
ladies
tuned.
and gentlemen.
Stay
We will
tuned.
be getting to that topic. First, we
Don't
need
go
to touch more on the NBA. Jay Williams had some things to say about Wemby apparently not shaking hands after the NBA Finals.
Shaking hands is what you do when you're in the little leagues. When you're in JV, when you're trying to teach about,
when he got hurt, did he
treat
come
the
back?
game the right way. I don't believe that NBA players or professional athletes have to shake hands. Why? Why do I have to do that?
I'll answer both of y'all when y'all finish.
No, I think this is a real thing because we see it all the time in college
got a
basketball.
lot to say.
They didn't shake hands. They don't respect the game. Why do I need to shake your hand?
That's part of the
to respect your
obligation.
game? No,
That's
it
part-
isn't.
Why do I need to shake your hand to respect your game? Here's a video of Wemby afterwards, not shaking hands. Here you'll see he just walks right off the court after missing that shot. Brunson went over to shake Mitch Johnson's hand. He headed back to the locker room immediately. Maybe wasn't trying to see the whole celebration and whatnot. Fellas,
that's what I'm thinking,
do you guys take any issue with Wemby not shaking hands after the loss?
I actually do. And not to make this a bigger deal than it is, because at the end of the day, like, we're talking about shaking hands, but anybody that has ever played sports at a moderately high level up until a high level understands that you don't shake hands because somebody forces you to. You shake hands out of respect. You shake hands simply to say, hey, we both fought valiantly. I was trying to whoop you. You was trying to whoop me. And when it's all said and done, respect. Hey, you got the better of me this time. I'm finna get the better of you next time. But when it's all said and done, respect. You don't shake hands because your mom told you to and you want the Capri Sun when you get off the soccer field. No, you shake hands because you respect the man, the gladiator across from you. You shake hands because you respect what the opponent had to put in to get to this level, and he respects what you had to put in to get to this level. Again, we are talking about shaking hands. This is not life or death, but principally, it is a matter of respect. Let me take y'all back to historians in the chat. 1988, the Chicago Bulls lost to the Detroit Pistons. 1989, the Chicago Bulls lost to the Detroit Pistons. 1990, in 7 games, the Chicago Bulls lost to the Detroit Pistons. But by 1991, Michael Jordan famously, finally conquered the Bad Boy Pistons en route to winning a championship. And the Bad Boy Pistons famously and infamously walked off the court without shaking his hand. That is a disrespectful sign and a disrespectful marker, because Michael Jordan tried to beat the Pistons and could not do it. Shaking of hands. Could not do it. Shaking of hands. Could not do it. Shaking of hands. Finally, valiantly did it. And just out of respect, gladiator, out of respect, warrior, out of respect, another man who's fighting like I'm fighting for his job, hey, job well done. So to me, I do take issue with it. It's shaking hands. It's not life or death. But that's my opinion on it.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not shaking your hand either if you beat me in the finals. Yo, first of all, it's the finals. So it's all this confetti jumping on, all these fans and all that. I'm going to sit in the middle and shake each of y'all hands. And if it wasn't the NBA finals, I agree with Jay Williams. I don't understand, like, why is it such a big thing to shake people's hands? Like, I can respect you. We can be boys, and I'll walk the court, you walk the court, and then when I see you, I don't know, a week from now, yo, you know, what's up, what's good? Yo, congrats. Like, I don't need to shake your hand after a loss. I don't believe in that. I don't think it shows disrespect. I just feel like, yo, I'm doing my thing, you doing your thing. You won, I lost. I'm going home, you going to celebrate. What's the real difference?
But to me, 2-5, and you and I competed against each other for 2 years straight. One-on-ones at practice, all the things, all that. You got me way more often than I ever got you. Sproles got me way more often than I ever got Sproles. But at the end of a good one-on-one rep, you hit me with an inside, outside, inside, whatever the case may be. Boom. We touch helmets. We might not shake hands. It's in the middle of practice. But I might walk over to you, and I vividly remember Kendricks walking over to you and being like, hey, bruh, I see you. Like, hey, bruh, like, good job on that joint. Clearly, we were still teammates, so it's not apples to apples. But there are moments when it's like, I respect what you've put into your craft, so I'm acknowledging
if you're playing that guy and you guys are battling all game and he makes a play on you or you make a play on him, would you tell the other opponent, yeah, hey, nice move? You tell him that? Good play. Damn, hey, that was a good running back.
I think depending on the relationship. I saw Mike Evans and Darius Slade do that. So I think it depends on your emotional disposition, right?
I just think it's, you know what it is? Certain people are wired differently. I'll give you an example. There's a dude I play with. He goes to the Rams. Aaron Donald's my boy.
Yep.
And we out somewhere, and he said, yo, I ain't like him for a long time. He said, we just got cool. I'm like, why? He said, because, yo, he would help linemen up.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? He said, once he learned I don't do that, then you don't do that. And Aaron said, if I ever find somebody doing that, I'm on them. We not helping nobody else. This ain't no good hangout game.
Yeah.
We competing. So, like, I don't see the big deal about if I got to shake your hand if I win or lose.
So to me, it's this. I would suggest the biggest gladiator sport is probably boxing or UFC.
You think they, man?
Right. What do you mean? They touch gloves at the beginning and at the end.
Well, they have to. It's the rules, the law.
But at the one, you got to correct me. I don't think it's a official rule. I think it's an unwritten rule because I've seen sneak dudes.
They say touch the hand. They say touch the glove.
But I've seen dudes sneak dudes. But you know way better than me, so I won't argue with you on it. But
hold up. In boxing, they say protect yourself at all times. Yeah.
But like, so boxing and UFC, I would suggest are the biggest gladiator sports. Boxing, beforehand, touch gloves. At the end of the match, even Tyson Holyfield. At the end of the match, you finna come in, even after they raise the hand of the champ, you finna come in and embrace. UFC, even after a dude finishes donkey just punching you, by the time you come back to consciousness and you realize where the hell you are, you go over to the dude, you give him a hug because you're like, hey, you know what? You might have just beat the hell out of me, but I respect what you put into this in beating the hell out of me. I'm finna go get you next time. I vividly remember when Israel Adesanya lost to
Alex
Pereira. And like lost, he'd won like 33 straight. Kieran, correct me if I'm wrong.
He was undefeated at middleweight.
It won like countless amounts straight. Even after taking that loss, they go touch gloves. After Adesanya beats him, bomb, they end up touching gloves. They end up embracing after. To me, Shady, there's just something about I respect you as a man or a woman.
Yo, if you don't shake my hand, I don't least respect you. We won the game. You mad. You should be mad. You shouldn't be happy I whooped you. And then, we going to talk again. There's times where I don't really shake hands at all. I don't really do none of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, unless I knew the cats. After a game, if I get my post-game interview, or I'm out. But anyway, like, if I don't shake your hand, we still cool. There's times where I ain't shake AB's hand. AB was my man. We used to hang out all the time. Mike Evans, like, we cool.
Yeah.
But you beat me.
Let me ask you this. What about dudes you respect? You play the Niners, right? Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, et cetera, Justin Smith.
Dudes like that.
At the end of the game, would you not have gone up to Patrick Willis? I'm sure he probably would have gone up to you because he's one of them dudes. But hey, bro, 825, you nice, bro.
Yeah, but
like,
superstar, I mean, we all cool with each other. So, like, I ain't going out my way to go find him. But if I'm walking out and I see him, yo, good game, bro. Hey, hell.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wemby to Brunson. Don't you think there should have been like
I'm saying,
a Wemby to Brunson?
Like Brunson and Wemby cross pass while he was walking out, he would have spoke to him.
Wemby walked away. Brunson doing this.
No. I'm saying if they'd have locked eyes,
yeah,
I'm sure he'd have spoke. You know what I mean? Yo, good game. You know what I'm saying? Because you respect cats. I just think it's a big deal. Like, everybody makes it.
You had a thought?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a different situation, especially with the game ending. Obviously, Brunson, be respectful being that one to go over and whatnot. The rest of the Knicks are on the floor, grabbing each other, hugging, celebrating and whatnot. Everyone's rushing the floor because they're about to put the stage out there. There's going to be a whole media celebration. There's confetti about to fly from the Raptors and whatnot. Standing out there, yes, you could have gone, seen the teammates and whatnot. You would have had to probably interrupt some celebrations to be able to go out there and shake hands before. But I think it was a moment where he's disappointed. They blew another lead in the fourth quarter. He's leaving. He's upset. I like my players hating losing. I really do. I like my guys real competitors, and I like them to be not sore losers, but I like them to hate losing. And I think Wemby hates losing, and it was a tough situation for him. I don't think he respects the Knicks any less, or it's a situation where he's trying to disrespect or purposely disrespect them. It's not like everybody was coming up to him trying to shake his hand. If that was the case, I think people would I think he would have actually turned around and shaken their hands and whatnot. But I just think he was trying to get the hell out of Dodge. They had just blown another game. He was, and he didn't play well. So I think it's okay.
But this what I do know.
I'm with you on that.
Now, I ain't see Wemby shake no hands. But I ain't seen him cry either, though. And I know he did some crying. He did some crying.
You've been saying had the tissues ready.
That's what he do. He cried.
But he ain't cry on camera.
To me, though, to me, Wemby just looked like a sore loser. When LeBron lost to the Warriors 2017, runs over to their bench, all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph. Hey, Clay. Hey, Dre. Why? Because the year before, I gave y'all that work. Came back from down 3-1. Year before, dang, y'all got me. Y'all beat me 4-2. LeBron respects Steph, respects Clay, respects Dre enough to be like, hey, we fighting these fights. Some fights were unfair. Y'all got Kevin Durant. There's no chance we're beating you.
Yeah.
But I respect y'all enough to say, hey,
Acho, that's also a in his 30s LeBron James in his 8th NBA Finals. A 22-year-old LeBron James against the Spurs that maybe that in this situation, if he would have blown a lead in every single game that they played and they lost in 5, he probably would have walked off.
Hold up, because he's giving you a perspective of like LeBron being older. I like that. But hold up, if LeBron's 22, take everything you know about LeBron James. Say what you want about LeBron, if you like him or not. Yo, he's respectful. Yeah, he's a great role model. He's all these things. If he don't shake Tim Duncan's hand, right? You think Tim Duncan feel like LeBron don't respect him?
I don't think Tim Duncan cares. Honestly.
Cool, let's go to somebody else. Who you think cares then? Let's go to somebody else. Because he don't
Probably
care.
Nobody.
You think Pop would have cared?
Because the character of LeBron James. Just because I ain't shake your hand, you know what's up with me.
Here's what
Tony Parker
thing though.
probably would've cared
But
'cause he's
remember this.
French, and they be on that type of shit.
I think the Knicks cared because think about this. Did y'all see the video today of the Knicks breaking down their huddle with Wemby and Jalen Brunson led it? I think Jalen Brunson and I think the Knicks care. I'll tell you that for certain, bruh. After they won a championship, there was a Wemby on 3. I'm editing the verbiage because you know what I'm saying. But like it was type out the real word, Kieran. You're gonna see. So to me, I actually do think they care. Trey, I know you had a thought.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm a very sore loser, and I'm a very like. We want to kick to this first?
Yeah.
Let's see real quick. Yeah.
Just Brunson all little.
Wemby!
Oh yeah, he said fuck Wemby at the very beginning.
So
yeah.
to me, I actually think they care. Like the Spurs aren't saying that about LeBron after they beat them. The Warriors aren't saying that about LeBron. I think Wemby came off like a sore loser. Let's be honest. He came off this whole series.
I disagree.
I think it's been that they made this whole series up as Wemby's finals.
Yeah.
They gave the New York Knicks a lot of disrespect. Nobody gave them no respect. Everything's about Wemby. Is it his league? Is it this? Is it that? So yeah, we feel disrespected.
Even Vegas had the Spurs, as the favorites.
Wemby. Yeah. And we from America. And we from New York Knicks. What?
Look, my thing is, y'all want to ask for the killer mindset and F the people that we're playing up against.
That's true.
Y'all want to ask for that tenacity that you saw back in the day. And when Wemby goes out there, he's like, man, comes off the floor, hard fouls. About like in the Thunder series. F them. We're playing against them. I like that. I like that Wemby doesn't like the Knicks. If that ends up being a rivalry that we see moving forward with the Thunder, with the Knicks, that's good for basketball. I'm okay with him being upset.
But to me, and we'll get your thought in, Trey, and then we'll move on. I don't mind, Kieran, what makes to me an athlete great is their ability to harbor their anger. Shady be ha-ha and kiki, and Shady was just a fun-loving person in general. Let me not use him. I know athletes that will just ha-ha and kiki with you. You meet them, they cool as hell. On the field, monsters. Yeah. Like, you can't recognize that person. UFC fighters, I think I was telling y'all before, I was talking to one of the people who's founding daughter of UFC, whatever. And she said, UFC fighters are the strongest people because they hold your life in their hand. Hold your life. If I got you in a rear naked, I can kill you.
Yeah.
But the moment you tap, I stop. So I'm looking all vengeful and I'm literally trying to end your life. But the moment you do this, I stop. Yeah. The amount of restraint that takes. Then after you just finish trying to kill me, then we get up and we embrace. So Kieran, knowing athletes, and you know several athletes personally, you can still be a wild, intense gladiator. I am trying to kill you, Brian Dawkins. But the moment it's over, we're on our knees at the 50-yard line holding hands and praying. Same dude that was just, man, F you, da-da-da-da-da-da. Moment it's over, circle at the 50 around the Eagles logo. Hey, Father God, we thank you for da-da-da-da-da. So to me, one doesn't undermine the other. Trey, I know you have thoughts.
I was just going to say, well, to me, to that point, I think it makes more sense the opposite. When you are a fierce and intense and hyper-competitive person, to me, it makes more logical sense that I don't have control over my emotions, especially after the biggest game of my life. So for me, I'm a sore loser. I hate losing no matter what we playing. We could be playing ball, we could be playing spades, we could be playing video games. I'm a sore loser.
What about debates? Do you lose about them? Do you care about them losses?
I don't lose too many of those. Okay. So I don't have as much experience with that personally. But you know, games and sports like that, yeah, of course. You know, I've taken my lumps all the way up through middle school, Shady. So, but no, on a serious note, I'm a sore loser and I'm also hyper competitive. So for me, it's more about like when I'm super angry after a loss, it would be doing you a disservice to not come up and let you and give you your moment, give you your flowers. I'm not giving you your flowers in that moment. Let me go to the locker room, decompress, be mad at myself, think about all the things I could have, should have, would have done in this game to change the outcome, get myself together. Then let me come holler at you. Hey, good game, bro. Appreciate you. You did good. You know, I had a great time competing. But in that moment, I'm a hothead,
but here's
bro.
To me, and not talking about you, so don't take this disrespectfully. Yeah. To me, that mentality is cowardly.
It is weak. I'll admit it. I can admit it about myself. I think it's weak. It shows a lack of control and a lack of emotional intelligence. But unfortunately, I just never sharpen that skill set to be like, okay, compartmentalize your emotions for a minute and go shake their hand and be sportsmanlike and do all that. To me, it doesn't register. I'm too fixated on this loss and how pissed off I am in myself for losing that I need to come back and do that later at a different time.
Do you not respect the other person's craft enough, though, to respect, like, hey, as much as I put into this, the fact that you still beat me, well done. Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, bro, I was working tirelessly for this. So the fact that we met and you beat me, you know what?
But go have your moment. You don't need me to go get that from your wife and your kids and your mom.
But to me, okay, now we're having a good conversation. To me, the person you want that from most is the person you beat. Your wife, your kids, your mom, they don't know what this took.
Yeah.
You know what it took.
The only person you experienced it with was
But see, on the opposite end, hold on, real quick. On the opposite end, I don't expect that and don't want that from you. I don't need that validation from anybody else. Because if I'm the winner, now flip the coin, I'm the winner, I'm popping my shit. I don't want it or need anybody to come up from the opposing. If you want to go pout and be upset and be angry, I can respect that because that's what I would do. I would be so upset about losing. Cool, don't come shake my hand. I don't want that from you. I'm trying to turn up with my team.
Go ahead. I'm going to take Shady back to the field in a moment.
Because Adesanya said this, though, after I believe he had a fight as well, and it was like crying afterwards in the locker room. Yep. He was just like, man, you don't realize how intimate of an experience it is, knowing that when you're in there, yes, obviously I'm physically damaged. Obviously there's things that I've had, built up over time, right? But the only person that knew what it was like to train for this moment, the only person that knew what it was like to experience this moment was the other person I shared it with. I do understand that.
That's what I'm getting
But
at.
what I will say, though, is the same up and down emotion, how nervous you feel going into it, how much elation and joy you feel going into it. You're also understanding of how much pain and despair there is to be on the other side.
Absolutely.
And because of that, I understand, like, if I'm competing, I'm not asking, like Trey said, I'm not asking that of my competitor to come back, shake my hand and whatnot. If it was, like, really bitter, if we were really, like, hating each other and it was, like, really, really nasty, maybe it would be like, damn, okay, it is just a game. I don't disrespect you as a man, but I don't even think it got to that point with Wemby. They know what it is. They all know what it is, and I think Wemby handled it like a player that I would like to see handle it. Yeah. At 22 years old, bro, he hates losing. He just led his team to the finals. They fell short. He didn't play well. He's pissed off about it. He should be pissed off about it.
True. I just think it's disrespectful to the competition. Last thing I'm going to say, Shady, let's take it back to the field. One-on-ones. Running backs, linebackers, we don't not pass not one-on-ones routes, pass pro one-on-ones. Don't nobody want to do that. That's when Shady got to stand up in the A block. D'Amico Ryan's got, and it's just, all right, y'all, whistle, boom, trash can about 5 yards deep, acting as a quarterback, and it's just go to war. No. Don't nobody want to do that. We didn't want to do it no more than Shady grinning because Shady was like, ain't nobody looking forward to that.
Man, me and D'Amico Ryan's had a little agreement, like, dude.
No, let's not get hurt out here.
Man, not we, me.
Like, nobody wants to do that. But I can promise you, at the end of every time we ever did one-on-ones, it was, I'm going up to Chris Polk, I'm going up to Shady, I'm going up to Bryce Brown, and it's like, hey, goodish. I promise you, every time at the end of it, it was like, hey, mind you, during it, I'm trying to put Chris Polk on his, you know what I mean, on his back. But after, it's like, hey.
Or you could be Brian Cushing calling out Alfred Blue again for another rep next one. You remember that?
Hey, we got some super chats before we move, sir.
We do have a couple super chats. We're going to kick it off with Anthony Torres. 8482 said, as an Army vet, shout out to all of our Army vets.
Yes, we do.
Only 25 was in 6 years. White House card was pretty awesome regardless of political views, especially in times like this, whether it's UFC or NFL sports. Bring us together as Americans. Hop on Cameo, Acho. Dallas Cowboys for life.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that because I don't know if this brought us together as Americans. And they've been asking me to hop on Cameo. I'm making decisions. Go ahead, sir.
You low-key would make a killing.
Yeah,
you would.
Yeah.
You would.
I gotta get back on there to actually.
You know what the first request would be. That's the problem, though. It's just gonna be
pretty stupid.
Okay, yeah. See, we give him too much idle time. He starts filling it up with bullshit. Jared Regalado said, "What's up, Speakeasy? Hope y'all are having a fun night, but I want to get your opinion on the Texas Tech and Brandon Sorsby situation, especially you, Acho, and Ozempic Bear. How about them Cowboys?"
Hey, hold on. Can we get a round of applause for Texas Tech finally doing the right thing? Can we do that?
Give me the latest.
Yeah,
so Texas
what's the
Tech
scoop?
revealed
That
he's
is
not going to be
crap.
playing. He's entering the supplemental draft. They essentially dropped all the stuff that they have. Brendan Sorsby will not be playing football this season.
I saw a
That's
bunch of
some-
Sorsby stuff, but I was so annoyed I didn't even want to click on it.
Yeah,
So
no,
Tech
yeah.
said they're not going to let him
Yeah,
play
so
this year.
essentially Tech, the Big 12 was like about to file like a complaint, a formal complaint against them for essentially going against the NCAA's rules.
Yeah,
It's who
yeah.
they're playing under and whatnot. And then Tech was like, okay, we'll drop it because now it's just it was
a
a Texas
distraction.
Attorney
It's too
General
much.
versus
Yeah.
Oklahoma. It
Distraction.
became way too big. Now,
Sad,
also
bro.
they have a quality quarterback though. Will Hammond, even though he's coming back from injury,
Yeah.
he started hella games last year and was
So
really
he's entering
good.
the supplemental draft.
No, he's going to the supplemental draft. Brendan Sorsby is going to be entering the supplemental draft. now.
And I'm not giving up maybe a 6th-round pick for him.
Someone's saying that he might be one of the highest taken supplemental drafts picks ever.
Nah,
but
the most
he
one
had a
I
great
remember
year.
is Josh Gordon went in the 2nd of the supplemental draft my year. And then I think Terrell Pryor
That makes
went in the
sense.
Yeah.
supplemental
That makes
draft.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What happened?
What makes sense?
Who's the first one that went?
Josh Gordon.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. He doing some wild in college.
As for the last one, we got to keep the show moving. Hector Lopez, 9149, said, Hokit's actions don't surprise me. He went to Clovis High after all, and anyone from the Fresno area
they
can
must know
tell
him.
you how Clovis is straight racism out there. And then Jared Regalado doubled back with another super chat and said, also, Acho, get Trey a new contract.
Here's the thing.
Who he
bro.
feeling like, bro?
I was just, he put it in all caps. I had
So
to
I'm
do
just
it.
saying, me
You
personally,
first.
I would have put that in check if that was my. If that
You
was
better,
my
you first off, don't break that desk. I have to pay for that too.
talk to him.
All right.
Secondly,
Ain't free.
you better ink this contract before paternity leave.
Ooh,
That's all I'm telling
oh,
you.
he got an
Wife,
ultimatum.
keep that bun in the oven until we get these negotiations settled. Keep baby girl in there until we get this
Hey,
settled.
beautiful people, this is a good time to say, if y'all have laughed, smiled, or anything during the course of the show, hit the subscribe button, please. After that, jam your finger on the like button. It pushes us further into the algorithm so we can continue to do the show. We're here 5 nights a week in studio. We're not sitting at our homes, in our kitchens, on a laptop. We drive from across different parts of town to get into the studio every night to try to give y'all a laugh, give y'all a smile, give y'all an escape from the monotony of life. So show us some love, and we would greatly and desperately appreciate it if y'all just hit that subscribe button. Get into the most polarizing topic of the day. Get active in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on this upcoming conversation. Kieran, let's do it.
Look, let's talk about it. You guys mentioned it. You guys produced the show. Let's talk about what happened at the White House card. UFC heavyweight Josh Hokit, whose bid has just become saying very controversial stuff, had this to say after his win over Derek Lewis.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Saying Michelle Obama is a man. They're the backdrop of the White House. Shane Gillis, the comedian, was asked about these comments. I'll let you guys take a listen.
A lot of people have said the opposite. That's why I don't like that.
Trump's job.
Yeah, he said, I don't like
From
that
Pennsylvania.
shit. Yeah. Also, you know, of all people, Dave Portnoy came out asking Trump to condemn these remarks.
There was one moment I do think Trump has to denounce, and anybody associated with it has to denounce, and that's that crazy fighter guy. I don't even have his name up
Don't even
here,
seem like
but he won the fight. He took the microphone and he made a derogatory comment about Michelle Obama. To me, that on the White House lawn. Now, these are UFC guys, all right? They're crazy. They're idiots. You have Sean Strickland, who's one of the craziest people of all time, to the point you can't even pay attention to what he says snuck in. But when you have that on the White House lawn, on an event you put down, I don't care what you think about the Obamas or anything, that has to be an immediate denounce.
Has to be an immediate denounce. Dana White was asked about it in the post-fight presser. He said, I understand that the Obamas are public figures, but I'm completely against saying nasty and false things about people's families. Everyone knows my position on free speech, but I hate that kind of nonsense. Obviously, the UFC has some characters. We've seen it with Colby Covington in the past, making crazy remarks. Sean Strickland, even worse, going at everybody, women, children, the LGBTQ community. It doesn't matter. Now Josh Hokit saying Michelle Obama is a man. Your reaction to this outburst on the White House lawn in front of President Donald Trump?
It was disappointing by a dude who, if he has a brain, it's not functioning at a high capacity in Josh Hokit. How in the world do you win your event, gigantic event, and the first thing you want to go do is disparage somebody in Michelle Obama who's not even thinking about you. All the work, training, exercising, restriction of your body that you have to put in to win your event. And instead of celebrating, shouting out your loved ones, maybe your significant other, maybe your kids, maybe your deity, whoever you worship, you want to waste 15 seconds of our time and your time to disparage a Princeton grad, followed by a Harvard Law grad, followed by the most educated or top 2 most educated first ladies in the history of our country. Why would you feel the need to do that in this moment? I also would be remiss if I didn't mention that, and we all know this, that black women are the most underprotected. Black women are the most underpraised. Black women are the most unrespected women in this society and people in society in this country over the last 400 or so years. So to me, it was really disgusting. It was ugly. And 2-5, it was just unnecessary.
Yeah, that was terrible, man. I just think that it was a great event that was planned, right? Everybody having a great time, some great fights. And then you win the fight. What will make you want to disrespect somebody's wife? You know, and I think you're trying to be funny or whatever you're trying to do, but dog, it's like you got family, you got friends, you got people that look up to you, you got young kids that potentially want to be you, and that's how you conduct yourself on that platform. Yo, there has to be a fine or something in the contract for these guys. Right, you get that platform. That's what you decide to do. That's terrible, man. And then you run around with the American flag on your head, American flag, uniform attire. That's not what we stand for. We try to make this country better.
Yeah,
that's terrible, man. And I do think that needs to be some type of fine from Dana White. Dana White said he don't not like stuff like that. Well, do something about that, man. Seriously,
I agree. There does need to be some sort of fine because, in all honesty, Josh Hokett really, after saying this, has a lot to gain for what he's done so far in his UFC career, more than he does to lose. He's now on CNN, he's on Fox News, he's on all of these different news platforms and whatnot, and he's the most talked about athlete on a card that he was not the main event of. And now people are going to be watching him, they're going to be watching him to watch him lose. Some people are going to be watching him to hope he wins now because of these comments, but he made himself the story here off of the back of hatred for another human being, another family, another person who, like you said, just gets far too much slander and hatred for being one of the most educated first ladies in if not the most educated. I think she is the most educated first lady.
And I'm not to get upset because yesterday I was sad. Now I'm just getting a little irritated, and probably because y'all are riling me up. Shout out to y'all being my dogs. What has Michelle Obama done to any of y'all? If you want to be mad at President Obama because maybe he passed some sort of legislation that you may not have agreed, I get that. Fine.
Yeah.
He's in a position of power. His ability to please some people is going to displease other people. I get that. Fine. But like, what has this black woman that raised 2 intelligent black daughters, that is wildly intelligent, living out the American dream, mind you. I think she's from inner city Chicago to Princeton, from Princeton to Harvard Law. Only reason she took a back seat was because her husband was a state senator who would go on to be a president 2 times. What has this woman done? Furthermore, she could defend herself, but has no need to defend herself. And because there's nobody in the midst of that stage, that octagon, to defend her, she just has to take this public backlash. Furthermore, Shady, you got kids. Trey, you got kids. I'm not even so much as thinking about Michelle Obama. She knows she's grown what she signed up for. Imagine your daughters having to hear the woman who gave birth to them is a man, does not have the biological or genetic ability to give birth to them, but the woman who labored in giving birth to them, nurturing them, is being called a man. Michelle is one thing. She grown. Cool. She's used to it. You know what you're signing up for when you sign up to be a senator's wife and a president's wife. Kids didn't sign up for that. They didn't choose to be born by them. So to me, it's just very infuriating. It's like, why are you going to somebody who ain't even throwing no punches? No,
it's just hateful. It's just hateful, and it's what black women in this country have just always had to deal with. Serena Williams was way too buff and swollen. She's built manly and da-da-da. Whenever she's going out there and playing tennis at the highest level that we've ever seen any woman do it before. Yeah. It's not about their accomplishments. It's about literally anything and everything else. It's gross. It's gross, it's disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. And I agree with Shady. There should be a fine in place here.
Got to be, bro.
I understand that there are There's that free speech that Dana White supports and whatnot, and he is a right wing leaning guy whenever it comes to politics. But also, even this gives that like entire. I don't know. It gives an entire false premise or idea of what the UFC athletes as a whole are, what the UFC as a whole actually is. Not everybody in the UFC believes this, but this is now going to be the face of their company moving forward, and that's deserving of a fine. If an NFL player comes out and says something disparaging like this about someone's family, someone's wife, someone like a Michelle Obama who's not taking shots at anybody, it would definitely result in a fine.
Here is why I blame Dana White. Here's why. Because you said something interesting, Kieran. If this was an NFL player, that would never happen in the NFL.
Yeah.
Ever. In how many years the NFL has been existing. Why? The NFL doesn't have that type of culture where you would get the mic and believe and have the audacity to say that. The UFC has created a culture of racism, of sexism, of misogyny, of insensitivity. This is the culture of UFC. Yeah. I went to one UFC fight. It was in the Garden. Kamaru Usman was fighting Covington for the belt. The amount of slurs that I heard, everybody could get it, except for white people. Asians was getting this because it was on the brink of COVID. Asians was getting it. Black people was getting it. Africans was getting it. Bro, I've never felt more disgusted by the amount of slurs I heard. I wasn't next to humans. I was next to like some barbaric zoo creatures just saying everything wildly insensitive. So I blame Dana White because of the culture he's created. Jalen Brunson just won a championship finals MVP. He would never have gotten the mic from Ernie Johnson of ESPN and been like, you know what? Shout out to the Knicks. But while I got this mic, that's just not something that the NBA culture, the NFL culture, the MLB culture, that's just not a culture that we create. So to me, 2-5, I give some of this to Dana White because he's created this culture.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do that. These guys are grown men. Dana White, he's grown men. But it has to be like some type of penalties if you act a certain way. Because it's still your brand, and you still got kids watching, and you should have that type of respect for yourself. Like, I don't want to, if somebody's watching my product that I'm putting out here, right, it may be different, but it can't be too disrespectful, right? Even in the NFL, you have times where players do things that's not right, but you don't keep consistently seeing it over and over again. Like, somebody has to check on that and like, yo, we can't do this. If there's not a fine, this might affect the UFC. Because you now you're just too free to say whatever you want. Like, this is already a free country. You can do whatever you want, say what you want. But when it gets to a certain extent like this where it's too much, somebody has to step in. Everybody has a boss. Dana White, you are the boss. Make that thing right. Because if he doesn't, then every other fighter will say, I can do what I want. I can say what I want now.
Yeah.
Right?
Acho, I do kind of agree. So as a guy that's really into the UFC, I've been a UFC fan kind of dollar since like 2013. That's when I first got into the sport. Then I was like, okay, bet. Because I was always into boxing growing up. Never really gave UFC a shot. Gave it a shot in 2013. Since then, I've been watching every big card, right? It went from my idea of a UFC fan was more just like the skinhead, the punk dudes that watch like NASCAR racing, drink monsters, punch holes in drywall and whatnot. Then it went to Conor McGregor blowing up the sport and everyone actually just kind of knowing what it is and caring about it and whatnot. Conor was completely different. Ronda Rousey as well, bringing a lot of popularity to the sport. Recently, it's just turned into like right-wing political propaganda and propagating incel culture. Mm-hmm. And that to me is like, we're speaking as disparagingly as possible about women, about the LGBTQ community, about all of these things. And it's like, it's not even their, like their well thought out crafted gimmicks or whatever. It's just saying the most controversial shit just to say the most controversial shit. And then you go to events. I went to one in New Jersey recently when Sean Strickland was fighting Chimaev. Mm-hmm. Bruh, the fan base there was ridiculous. Like it was ridiculous to see what they were saying, the stuff that they were screaming out, how they felt about everything. It was just like you could tell you're in a room full of people that are like very dissociated from reality, and they're in an environment where then now can feel like they could say the most mean, horrible, whatever like is deep down inside of them, hatred that they want to be able to spew.
That's wild, bro.
And that's what essentially I feel like the UFC recently has turned into. Honestly, it made me not want to go, and I'm a huge fan of the sport. But like, it's now. I feel bad as a UFC fan aligning with being a UFC fan because that's what the fan base has kind of turned into now. Yeah, and I don't know. It's getting bad.
I loved it, honestly. I loved the comment. I love the timing. I love the setting. I love the place. I love all of it. And y'all gonna hate my take on this, but there are few examples better than displaying the fragility of the white male ego more than what we saw from Josh Hokett. Why is a black woman, particularly one as esteemed and accomplished as Michelle Obama, taking up so much real estate in your brain at a time when you just won a UFC fight,
the biggest fight of his career,
against somebody that was really past their prime? It was kind of a weak fight anyway.
Way past.
Taking up so much real estate in your mind that you felt the need to degrade her at the peak of your career, the highest moment of your career, and she's taking up that much. Listen, man, I loved it. I thought it was great. I think it was absolutely deplorable by him, but it was good to see, and I appreciate Portnoy and everybody else that stood up in defense of Michelle, because as a white American male, you should be embarrassed by his actions, personally. I think it was absolutely disgraceful, and Dana White would be remiss to not impose some sort of suspension and or fine against Josh Hokett.
Can I jump in here, though? Josh Hokett just became one of the top 5 most popular fighters in the UFC after doing this. And that, to me, speaks to the issue of it, but also kind of the nature of prize fighting in itself. We've never seen a fighter come into the UFC and have more eyes on them than like a Greg Hardy whenever he first got in. Because people were like, oh, damn, Greg Hardy, this dude that has domestic violence allegation. Now everybody's watching because they want to see him lose. Floyd Mayweather blew up and became the most popular, not just because his technical ability, he wasn't insane, incredible.
That's true.
He was amazing, but also everyone's tuning in because, I want to watch this loudmouth dude lose.
See that? Yeah.
In prize fighting, doing the most controversial, being the most talked about, being the most hated is actually a lot of situations being one of the most paid.
But ain't there different ways
Cool,
you can do
but
this,
but don't use black women to do that. That's weak.
No, but that's what he's doing. Like they're gonna go at black women. They're gonna go at marginalized communities.
Yeah.
They're going to shit on them because now one side of it hates me, absolutely hates me.
Yep.
Then there's that other side that acts like they're not really, but you know that I watched a whole arena full of Sean Strickland supporters, and after what he said, to go out there and be like, yeah, Strickland, crazy, a little crazy,
bro,
but
crazy.
Sean Strickland has said too many things.
Him and Covington have said some of the most outlandish things.
Like racist?
Yes.
Yeah, racist, saying
like
the N-word.
Overtly racist.
They said the N-word?
Yeah,
Bro,
say the N-word to black people that they're training with and whatnot, like crazy. Sean Strickland has no filter whatsoever.
And that's documented?
Yeah. No, that's documented.
Crazy.
He was on
I don't watch that nonsense.
Aiden Ross had a boxing match a couple of weeks ago. Tekashi 6ix9ine's there, and they're like commentating. Sean Strickland's there, and they're talking about like it's like 2 black men fighting in there, and they're making crazy jokes about like I don't even want to get into it, but like just
give me one. Come on, give me one, Karen.
I have to go back and look at it.
Give me one.
Essentially, you're liking them to like Mandingo fights and whatnot back in the day. Like it was bad.
They said that?
Really, really bad. Yes, people are just like looking to say we're now in an age where 2016, whenever I was getting out of high school and whatnot, everything was like, you have to watch everything you say. If you said something when you were 12 years old on Twitter, you got to go back and delete it because now everybody's going to be... Now it's just completely flipped on his head. And everybody's trying to say the most controversial thing, the thing that's going to get the most uproar. And now Josh Hokett, unfortunately, will be one of the most watched UFC fighters in the game.
As I stare at this screen and y'all stare back at us, there's 4 black men on the screen, right? We all got black parents or a black parent. Should we just ignore it? Like, is it becoming a pause to just ignore it? 2-5, Kieran, not give it no life, and that way Josh Hokett doesn't win? Or is it like, no, we should come to the defense of the Michelle Obamas, come to the defense of the marginalized communities, come to the defense of those that might not, like, what's the... Because it is strategy.
Yeah. Well, Michelle Obama doesn't need defending. No. I think it's anybody that does, good on them. But... Josh Hokett needs reprimanding, and he needs that from people that look like him.
Yeah.
Other white American males. That is who I think should be stepping up and being the loudest and being the most vocal about it. You think he gives 2 shits about us criticizing him and his behavior? And he could not care less.
He don't care about that.
If he was paid to care less, he probably wouldn't do it about our opinions and what we have to say.
Yeah.
But people that look like him, his mom, his dad, his uncles, his cousins, his brothers, his sisters, whoever... That's gonna mean a little bit more. It's gonna stick a little bit. Like, hey, bro, you were wrong. But they're not gonna do that. So I don't know. It's unfortunate to see, but yeah, I think that's where Dana White comes in and and imposes that punishment.
Yeah, no. Here's one of the videos. It was an MMA fight.
What?
Adrian Ross put on. This is Sean Strickland saying "tap N-word" at the
Let's go, Diddy. Stand him up. Diddy's a good guy.
He said it right in the beginning.
Can't hear it.
Diddy's a good guy.
No,
You hear it? Yeah.
Where?
Stand him up. Diddy's a good guy.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Nah,
heard
it's like yeah.
I know. Listen, dude. I know that name well. All right, I know that name. You didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
No, you heard it.
I know that word. I didn't hear it.
You heard it.
Trey, what we got in the super chats? G?
Listen, man, the super chats are coming in. Reaction Nation said, "I'm donating to establish the Hushmanzada Hairline Restoration Fund in honor of our man TJ Hairline Zada." You all's obsession with TJ's hairline is
Also,
weird.
hold up. Y'all would be lucky to be 48 years old to have a hairline like TJ's, though.
Man.
Y'all, bro, TJ got a full head of hair in his
They
late
hating on-
40s.
they hating?
Yeah, they always do.
Like, why
People
y'all-
that's the first anybody's ever super chatted, but people be in the chat all the time talking about TJ's hairline.
People got
And
a
my
bald ass
forehead.
daddy at home talking about bro, TJ's hairline. Bro, he got a full head of hair at 48.
Bruh, crazy,
And
bro.
a nice banging count.
Yeah,
Ching,
come on now.
ching.
That part. Ramey956 says, Speakeasy Squad, y'all each get a 7-on-7 middle school squad. Each team is equally talented. Which one of y'all lead your team to a chip over your homie's team, and why? Shady, can't trust you. Acho, I could be anywhere. I have no idea what those last two comments are about or why he sent them, but they were part of his $20 super chat. So back to the 7-on-7. Y'all know I'm inept when it comes to football, so I'm going to just step to the side.
That's real. That's real.
I keep it real.
When he says
real.
lead,
I keep it real.
When he says lead, are we coaching? Like we have to call the plays.
Y'all
and
are
all that
coaching.
stuff?
You got it. Yeah. So you go ahead and
Acho,
step to the side
if
too.
we're coaching, Acho's
I'm winning it.
But if I can hire
Wait.
coaches,
Why you just discredit Shady like that? And TJ,
no, I'm not gonna lie. TJ might be cooking.
TJ in it.
TJ's cooking them.
TJ coach.
Bro, I know talent for one.
They're middle schoolers, Shady.
Yeah.
You don't even respect middle school ballers.
Oh, they middle school?
Middle schoolers.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
Also, I will
Shady
say
got
this.
the patience.
I will say this
Yeah,
though.
Shady
7-on-7 is different. It's a completely different game. I just watched this
You are the
weekend.
most qualified.
A bunch of 5-star. There was 19
on that.
5-stars at our event, OT Nationals and whatnot. I watched a team full of Hawaiians. 3 kids on the team had FBS offers. There was only 2 players taller than 6 foot. Wiped the floor with everybody else.
But like
Just coaching. Just
that's true. But I mean, like Cam's team, like he just goes gets all the best players. They don't know each other, nothing like that. There's no chemistry, and they play. But they're all like the elite players in the country.
Yeah.
But if you got chemistry though, they gonna smack them dudes. I was at that same game he watched. Whole bunch of little Hawaiian dudes running around doing like cheat code plays in 7-on-7.
Yeah.
They don't count.
Dominate. But yeah.
So TJ or Acho, who's
TJ.
all right?
TJ.
But he's already coaching.
Yeah,
TJ's
facts.
the coach.
He's got the leg up for sure. Pause. Philip A. Carroll said Hoke spent 2 years on the Niners practice squad after a college career playing running back for Fresno State, so he spent time around a lot of African Americans. No need for that. Appreciate you, Philip.
Appreciate that, my brother.
That's all I have.
Yeah, once again, just
Super
saying
chats.
controversial shit. Just to say controversial shit. Look, keeping it pushing, we got to talk about America's team. I'm ready for it, baby. Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens is at the Star today to take his physical before minicamp starts tomorrow. He did not attend OTAs, but he is expected to attend mandatory minicamp this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the greatest team to ever step on a piece of grass. Fellas, do you guys like how George Pickens and the Cowboys are handling this offseason?
Can I ask you one question? Because I know that's your boy. He's the agent. And normally, like, he wouldn't do stuff like this. But I'm thinking 2 things. Either one, he's going to go there and not do nothing at all. Or 2, is Jerry finally getting to him like, look, I ain't working with none of y'all players if he's your agent.
Don't even think about 2. Use it 1.
Okay.
Minicamp you can get fined for. You can't get fined for voluntary workouts. You can't even really get fined for OTAs. Shady knows. Minicamp, training camp, mandatory. That word mandatory before, it means you can get fined if you miss it. George Pickens ain't giving up no money. Right. He'll be at minicamp. Is he going to do anything at minicamp? Hell no.
His back hurt.
He's going to be at minicamp, though. So I like how George Pickens is handling it. He's handling it in a manner that I'm not going to get fined. I'm going to protect my bread. But in the same breath, I'm not going to be playing. Shout out to him to going to minicamp. Going to minicamp is just to protect the $5, $10, $15, $20,000 that he might get fined. That's the only reason in my mind he goes to minicamp. If he puts on the cleats and he's on the field running them routes, that's a different thing. But I don't think, Kieran, this to me and Cowboys fans, do not get overly excited until you see George Pickens lined up against Deron Bland catching a go ball. Don't get excited until you see George Pickens running a slant and what's dude from Ohio State that just got drafted in the first round?
Caleb Downs.
And you see Caleb Downs coming downhill. Don't get excited about none of this. This, to me, is just George Pickens avoiding a fine. That's it.
So do you think he's going to avoid a fine come training camp? Do you think he's going to hold out? Do you think he's going to...
Absolutely. It's the same playbook we saw.
Why not hold out now then?
But no, he's going to hold in. Deshaun Watson ran this playbook. Jalen Ramsey ran this playbook in Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson ran his playbook in Houston. Notice, Deshaun Watson didn't play again for Houston. Yeah. Jalen Ramsey didn't play again for Jacksonville. Michael Parsons was running this playbook in Dallas. Like, this is agents getting brilliant. And the brilliance is, in order for my athlete to not get fined, he has to be at practice.
He'll be there, yeah.
In order for him to not get fined, he has to have an injury. Well, what is the one injury that, like, you can't really validate or verify? Oh, a back injury. That's all this quite literally is. If owners want to play stupid games, owners will win stupid prizes. And a stupid game is, George Pickens, you gave us a 1,400-yard season. You balled when CD was out. We acquired you, 2-5, you know this. We acquired you knowing we got to pay you.
Yeah.
Trent McDuffie.
That's the thing I don't get, though. You knew you had to pay him. So he's had a whole contract situation with the Steelers.
Yep.
So, y'all made the trade to get him. Normally, when you make a trade for a player like him, you pay him when he gets there.
Top of the market.
Yo, look at the trade with Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Myles Garrett just got paid. Then they trade for him. They gave him a new deal. Everybody goes through that. So I don't understand. When I got traded from the Eagles, I was so mad when I got there. They made me the highest paid running back. So I'm like, okay, this is how it works. My thing is, bro, the Cowboys knew this. Now when it happens, it's like, oh, what are we doing here? It's the same thing when dudes do. This is why I don't know about the Cowboys sometimes, because they confuse me. Like Michael Parsons, you drafted him early. Yo, he sat out his last year of school.
Yeah.
So you really wanted him. You get him. He's everything you want him to be, one of the best, and then you don't pay him?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense to me.
Do you think you guys are both giving the percentage chance of him actually going out there running routes, if you will, at a zero?
He ran a route.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell nah.
Okay.
Because think about this.
What percentage chance are you giving the Cowboys of offering him an actual contract this offseason?
20%.
So you think it's more likely George Pickens is not 18. A Cowboy next season?
Yeah.
18.
Because Jerry Jones he's arrogant, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat him.
Never.
You want to do a holdout? Let's do it.
That part.
Do you think there's any world where he's just here this season and not playing?
Hard to do. I could see it for 4, 5, 6 weeks. Real hard to do. Let's go back. Real historians. Earl Thomas. Last year in Seattle. People don't even remember this because this is when it was first happening. Yeah. Last year in Seattle, he wanted a new deal. Seahawks refused to get. This is why Earl Thomas gave the double birds getting carted off the field. People thought he was mad at PK. No.
Yeah, I knew exactly
what really happened. He wanted a new deal. He didn't get a new deal. He held out a camp. All Earl would do, walk through on Fridays and like the sprint practice on the 80 plays on Saturday, playing the game. Bro, Earl did that, got 3 picks in 2 weeks. Without practicing and without camp. 3 picks in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Earl was different.
Game 3 or game 4 breaks his leg. And that's why he flipped off Pete Carroll. Because he was like, the reason I wanted this money was in the event something like this happened. Now my leg is broke. I didn't get no bread. What ends up happening? Earl goes to the Baltimore Ravens, highest paid safety in the history of the NFL. Gets like $20 million a year at the time. Obviously gets into a fight after one season at training camp. Never plays another down. But that's why George Pickens can't play, bro. Cowboys fans, understand, George Pickens is doing the wise thing for himself and his family. You go out there, Kieran, and you tear your hamstring off the bone.
Yeah.
You go out there and you do an ACL in practice.
What about the Achilles that be happening when the non-contact, drills? Like, this is big. He cannot go out there and play.
Nah, I understand that, though, as well. Because even though that franchise tag will get, $27, $28 million this year, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get anything after that if you go out there and have a serious
But he should sign it.
Yep.
Right? And I think
he has signed it already.
I think he should go on there, have this, and one play, run, I'm hurt. And I'm going to sit down on the bench. And they going to get the message. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's a bad look for the brand. Like, to have that much turmoil and on-field antics and stuff. Like, I feel like that's putting it on Jerry's desk. Like, which, of course, we already know that it is, but you got to do something about this. Fans aren't going to keep... They are?
Right.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Fans don't care, bro.
It's the fans are just going to keep it pushing
and
regardless. Now,
thankfully, the tide is starting to turn. Kieran, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because fans, bro, they're so ignorant to what the player has to go through. So Micah, right? Fans are like, Micah, we hate you, da-da-da-da-da-da, you suck, Micah, not realizing, bro, Jerry played Micah. Shady's exactly right. You draft him in the first round.
Okay.
He balls out.
Yep.
He's probably going to be a top 5 player in franchise history when it's all said and done. And you get rid of him? The point in drafting him in the first round is so he can ball, so you can pay him, so you can keep him, so he can become a legend. That's the point.
Yeah.
Not you draft him in the first round, develop him, and then send him to the Packers.
That was
in
crazy.
the NFC. Don't make no sense. But even fans are like, man, Mike is an idiot. Fans, man, Pickens is an idiot. How are you going to turn down $27 million? But hopefully the tide is starting to turn.
There's just assurances. And that's my thing, though. Is there hesitation on the Cowboys side because this is an offseason where you're seeing a Drake London get paid what he just got paid? We know Puka's contract is coming as well. There's going to be the wide receiver market's going to get reset this year, as it already did with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Is it that the Cowboys are just not trying to pay in this offseason? And maybe next year, whenever there's not maybe as many top tier wide receivers on the docket.
Hell no! If the Cowboys aren't paying him this year, the Cowboys are never paying him.
Damn.
Cowboys, Dak Prescott got tagged twice, and
That's
he's a
true.
quarterback.
Yeah.
So like, if you're going to pay George Pickens, you're paying him now when it's when you're paying him $35 million a year, bro. By next year, you're gonna have to pay him like $42 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: if you don't want to pay me, don't hold me hostage. Somebody else will pay me $140 million.
Yeah.
So like, if the thing about it, bro, it's love.
Love.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even mad at you, Cowboys. Like, if you're Pickens, if you're his agent, Mulugeta, that's fine. If you don't want to pay me long-term money, bro, with all due respect, you don't have to.
I think
But
that's
please
why
don't
I'm
hold
kind of
me
confused,
hostage.
though, as well. Like, why rework these deals with Dak and CeeDee Lamb and free up all the cap space that you did? Yes, you were in cap hell, but now you're not really in that situation. You had a good defensive draft picks. You want to go young on the defensive side of the ball. You have a new defensive coordinator. Why not just pay the guy?
You know
it
what
makes
this,
it
you
makes
know what
so
this
much more
means,
sense.
Karen?
What?
I'm gonna tell you. What it means is you take the L out of lover, it's over, brother. It means that y'all gonna be trash again another season. That's what
Not
it
happening.
means.
Not
And
happening.
another scapegoat, we gonna call it on,
Escape.
Jerry's being Jerry. No, dude. Y'all just stink. That's what it is,
Well,
bro.
how do you
Y'all
feel
used
about
to
Jerry
be
now?
nice, now y'all not.
Hold on. How
It's
do you feel
over.
about Jerry now? Because you are the Jerry Jones supporter. You are the Jerry Jones
Bro,
biggest fan.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Jerry one of the best to ever do it.
Then why is he doing this?
You know what I'm
Knowing that
saying?
it's going to hurt the team. Why is he not paying?
Nobody's perfect. That's what you guys don't get, bro. You guys live in this black and white area.
I knew it was coming.
It's a gray
This
area,
thing is about the
dude.
gray
You
area.
want every area.
Oh, my
No. I'm tired of hearing
come
about
on,
the gray
man.
area, Grandpa.
Look, yeah, we got another topic to get to. I don't want to hear about the
Get
gray
to it
area
then.
anymore. Look, let's talk about the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. More Brandon Ayuk videos on the way. They're actually getting like hilarious the more
Nah,
we
they
get to
are
see them.
getting
Yeah,
funny,
here
though.
we go.
I'm rooting for him. Hey.
Coming to an
yeah.
end zone near you is what Brandon Ayuk had to say. Here dancing in a robe. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He dancing like he from Texas or something. Okay.
Better
All right.
trading. You better trade
Yeah,
him.
no, it was just him dancing for 48
Hey.
seconds on his
crazy,
story.
bro.
Kyle Juszczyk on Kyle Shanahan canceling minicamp said, I love it. For me, that's fantastic. I don't need minicamp anymore. I think he had a good reason. I think the team is in a really good position. Guys are healthy. The young guys have done a really good job since they've been there. I just think we're in a good spot, and I don't think we need it right now. They definitely don't because they are a bunch of unks. Fellas, your reaction to Aiyuk posting that dancing video, or are you worried about him at all right now?
Go ahead, Tuva.
I love it though. He's expressing himself. He's in his own element. Yo, you know what? You don't always gotta be like everybody else. If you want to express yourself by on social media, by Twitter, by interviews, you can do that. But if you want to express yourself on your own time and do your own face shoes and you know, I don't mind that. I just hate when we gotta do something because that's the ordinary. Nah, express yourself. If you feel like they ain't treat you how you need to be treated and you want to show out, then show out. If you want to go out there and drive and get a speeding ticket to show what happened or to express yourself, do that. Don't let me hold you back. Be yourself. Free yourself.
There's something wrong with this dude, bro.
No, real talk.
Shady, Here's my problem, and I don't know if Shady kidding or not, but here's my problem. At what point do we care? Because here's what I hate is like we ha-ha, we kiki, we ha-ha, we kiki, something tragic happens, and then we all post fake love. I'm tired of it. Like, we could quite literally be watching Brandon Aiyuk in the midst of a mental health crisis. Acho, why the hell you say that? Well, number one, he willingly and freely turned down $100 million. Acho, why the hell you say that? Number two, he recorded himself doing both illegal and dangerous activity that ended up having a warrant out for his arrest. Acho, why the hell you say that? He continues to go on Instagram Live just carrying himself in a very atypical manner. We gonna get our jokes off, express yourself, be yourself, free yourself, all the things. But then at what point are we gonna retroactively be like, man, we should have seen the signs? Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was like in a different country with a couple warrants out for his arrest because he allegedly shot somebody or shot at somebody. We laughed at first at the tweets. He ripped off his jersey during a game, did jumping jacks off the field. I think the Bucks are playing the Jets. We all got our laughs in. Then there's come a point in time where like, no, Antonio Brown is put or has put himself or other people in danger. We laugh. Bro, at what point are we actually going to care and stop laughing? So to me, I think somebody needs to check in on Brandon Aiyuk. I think he might have too many yes men around him. I think he needs to have a hard and or uncomfortable conversation and be like, hey, bruh, what do you want out of life? And are you getting closer to it or further away from it? He has agents. I know his agents personally. He has representation. But if your agents can't get through to you, then who the hell can? If TJ can't get through to you, we all know TJ in this room personally.
So what if he, okay, let's say they trade him. Right, they trade Brandon Aiyuk, and he goes to a team, and he's perfectly fine. Then what? Then what you gonna say?
Then I still don't think we dealt with the root. I think they slapped a Band-Aid on something that needs surgery. You know what I mean? You know, you played with AB at the Bucks. That year you won the Super Bowl, he was fine enough. He was fine enough to go crazy in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But like, what happened when Tom left? You left. Gronk left.
What's the help you think he should get?
I think an OG. A Shady, some big bro, like somebody to put him on game like, hey, G, you only got about maybe 5 to 6 more years of this. You're going to want as much money as you can get.
So a dude like Trent Williams, you don't think he did that to him?
To my knowledge, he ain't talked to nobody. Kendrick Bourne, a wide receiver, older than him, fun, chill, cool, played in the league a long time. If you ain't talking to him.
I just think it's hard to believe that a teammate ain't talking to nobody, not one person. That never really happens. Maybe not talking to everybody. I'm not talking to defense or the offense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to my guy, though. We all have some of our teammate best friends. You saying something to somebody. So I think an OG's probably talked to him. I just think this is the way he wants to handle it. Because if he goes somewhere else and he does well, then what we going to say?
If he was under 2-5 Sports.
Yeah, that's a good question.
How would you handle it as his agent? Would you still be okay
I'm going to say, kid, do you know what you're doing? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? Like, and I'll get his feel, his story, and it might be like, yo, if that's the way you want to do it that way. I probably advise you to do it this way. And I think there's probably a coach or OG that's telling them that. Listen, man, if you ask me, your representation, you trust me? Do you love me? Do you believe in me? Cool. If you do, listen, I want to handle it like that, youngin. Do it like this. You know, let's get counseling. Let's do this. Let's do that. If you want to sit down and have a meeting with the coaches or the owner, let them know. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if he say, yo, look, thank you, but nah, man, I don't rock with them and I want to say it like this, then I got to let him do that.
Yeah.
Because it's his career.
At what point, though, do you like, you know what, I wash my hands with it? Because I've seen several agents be
as
like.
As a mentor or agent or OG or whatever, yeah.
Mentor, agent, OG, like, hey, you know what, bruh? This young bull, he too radical. You got it. You on your own.
Ooh,
like, because
but he technically hasn't done anything that crazy.
The speeding one is the only one. That's the one that was both harmful, illegal, got him a warrant. That's the only one.
Guys drive fast.
Recording himself. If he was speeding alone,
that was crazy.
But like you going, what was it going like 120?
He hit like 104.
But you know, everybody does everything for attention. I watch dudes cry on Instagram. Like, you about to record yourself cry. It's attention. So I think he did some of that for attention.
Yeah. What you think?
Nah, Shady's right. I've seen Trey tears on his Instagram.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
True. That is
But I mean, I think it is a situation where obviously money's not a priority to him at this point. At this stage, money's not something that he really prioritizes. You know, I think it's a situation where he knows that he's going to be released whenever at the last possible moment, and then he's going to have to get a new deal with someone else. They're voiding all that money that he could have gotten. And to me, it's just obviously he's betting on himself. I think he thinks he's going to go out there, ball 1 year for maybe it's the Commanders, and then get a big contract afterwards with someone, which is very possible. It could happen, but also you could have done that anyway. You just could have done that anyway. And also, when you're playing for the 49ers with one of the best offensive play callers in the league, I think it's a clear-cut decision to try to go get that money there. But obviously, he feels disrespected. I don't know. It doesn't make sense financially to me.
So why did he want to get traded? He wanted to get traded first.
He wanted money first.
He wants to keep his bread.
They didn't even negotiate with him. So then he got pissed.
Right.
Then it was principle. They told him, January, March, April. They told him in April, we're not even going to negotiate. The last thing you can do to another man is say, we're not even. Think about what you tell your son. Hey, Dad, can I date that? Son, I'm done talking about it. That's the most disrespectful thing you can tell somebody.
So then when they did talk to him about it.
They finally came back and talked to him about it, but they didn't give him what he wanted.
But you signed it. That's the part I don't be getting. So you signed you were mad signing the deal?
Yeah.
A deal supposed to be happy. We supposed to be like, we did it. We made it.
Yeah.
Not being mad. So I blame a lot of it on him too, though.
I think he felt disrespected the whole time. Like, you know what I mean?
Why you signing? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like why?
I don't have to sign with y'all. I can roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember what they likely would have done, because first round pick, I think, so 5th year option.
Yeah.
And then they could tag him. So they could own him right for 7 years. He's only been in the league, I think, 5, Kieran.
I think we gotta be.
So I think he was probably.
We gotta be more professional. If you sign a contract, you gotta honor it.
Honor the contract.
At least honor the first 2 years of it. God damn. You know what I mean?
Facts.
If I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you later on.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's
You
true.
talked about you got friends that are in the managerial side of the Niners. You talked about getting into that side of things. Would you trade him, or would you be like, hell no? After all this, I ain't finna do you no favors.
I got an ego though, man. And there's certain coaches that are really, really good, that's well respected, they got egos too. Andy Reid, if you think that Andy Reid gonna deal with this, like, dude, you ain't that good. You good, but you ain't that good. I watched him ship T.O. out when T.O. had the city on smash.
Yeah.
I've never seen an Eagles player. Dawkins was great, but nobody gravitated to T.O. like that because of his personality.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baller, he's a personality, he's a big city, Philadelphia. So anyway, he was everybody loved him in Philly. They shipped him out of there.
Yeah.
Andy Reid ain't playing stuff like that. Yeah. Like, nah, bro.
Shady, let me
it's
ask you,
bigger than
'cause
just you know how good you are.
Let me ask you, because you said you have an ego, so I imagine that was probably present in your younger days. Did you ever have any moments, not necessarily to this extreme, but at some point where you had OG sat you down and was like, yo, here's the game, young fella, and you either chose to listen or not listen?
When I was younger, I ain't listened to none of that. Yeah. But then when I got to the league, I listened to guys like Westbrook.
Yeah.
I remember when I got to college, I'm like, what? No, when I got to high school, a senior child, I'm like, man, you kidding me, man? Like, I ain't listening to you.
Yeah.
Then I got
It's crazy. They really did go from Westbrook to you. Damn.
Then I went to my that we draft well.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
But anyway, so like I would do when I was younger, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah.
And then when I got to the league, it was a whole new world. Because now I'm like, damn, these guys got like beards. Yo, bro, when you a rookie, it'd be the simple stuff though. I'm 20.
The difference in your
I'm 20 years old. The guy
you ain't
next
seen
to
a
me,
bald headed dude with a beard like in college
bro,
like that. No.
yo, smoking like a real cigar. Not a cigar. Yeah, like a cigar.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's like my
bro,
grandpa.
31 and just like got 3 kids that are. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Our conversation's different.
Yeah,
I'm coming there, my hat to the side.
You're 20.
Loud,
yeah, you're 20, 21 years old.
Like, what?
And you, for the first time, you see cats built or look different than you've ever seen before.
Body wise, yes.
Yeah. I remember I spent my first year in Cleveland, but I'm hurt. I get traded to Philly. I don't know nobody nowhere. I walk in and I see this dude. I was like, what the hell? He wasn't the play. Bro, wait till I say who it was. I was like, what the hell is this thing? it was Trey Thomas. I was like, they have these in Philly?
Yeah.
I was like, we had Joe Thomas.
And he was coaching, right?
He was coaching.
Yeah.
He wasn't even playing at the time.
Oh,
so
okay,
he probably could have been on whatever. Bro, I had never seen a human like that in my life. His name was Trey. What's his name? Trey Thomas, huh?
Trey Thomas, yeah.
Like I had never seen EY or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Or AE, TRAE. I had never seen.
Yeah.
I literally was like, bro, what game do you?
Yeah, what sport do you? What
bro,
planet?
6'8", 316 when he was playing back in the day.
So imagine by the time I met him,
advanced too.
by the time I met him, he's probably 6'8", 350.
Yeah.
I walked in the facility and I was like,
Nah, he's big though.
I remember feeling so confident.
I was literally like,
and you're not a little dude. So
bro,
that's
6'8", probably 350. Did you play with him?
Yo, wait.
Okay.
Wait, hold the F on.
All right, let's
I
not
like
reach.
Trey and all that.
Let's not reach.
Did a black man next to you say, man,
you're not a little guy? That's crazy.
That was a little wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
In the context,
he looked at his face and told him that?
Yeah, it was
Nah. I remember,
He said, you're not a little guy at all.
That's a
okay. I see that you always got to add text.
That's
You're not a little guy at all.
Yeah, come on, bro.
At all, you're not little.
Hey, bartender. That is a drinkable
brother.
Me?
Well, speaking of freaky shit, can we pull up the picture in the back? Because the fans got something to say about Kieran's tan line.
What?
Hey, yo! They said this Carebear when he outside of work with that damn tan line. See, this is why I tell y'all, leave me alone. I'm always gonna get the last laugh. Stop fucking with me on this
That's
show.
actually exactly what it is, bro. It really does.
Carebear, what you doing in your freak? Now you know why it's called off.
Zoom in. You can see it.
Now you know why it's so much PTO being called.
You know what the crazy thing is, bro?
You know the less.
The crazy thing is I'm learning about.
That's not a lie. He said anything. That's not a lie. You know the glasses.
I'm not gonna lie. Shady wouldn't be able to drive home if he drank that.
Wouldn't.
No, you know Shady
shit over again.
He could not have done that.
That's why I don't talk wild like the other man. Like what?
Hey, we have one more topic left. Before we get to it, it's going to be a quick show tonight. Apologies for y'all not giving y'all. Yesterday we went 2.5 hours, so it's all good. But before we get to this last topic, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. You never know when the time changes. So hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell button to be alerted whenever we go live. Again, if we've done anything for y'all, even made y'all laugh throughout the course of the night, it would mean everything to us if you hit the subscribe button. If you tapped in the middle of the show, we will post the show live after we are done. But hit the subscribe button. This is a Speakeasy. We hang out 5 nights a week, 2 hours a night. We laugh, we joke, we get serious, we get lighthearted, and we don't take anything too seriously. So again, we got one more topic. We'll be out of here in 20 minutes. Gonna get to some super chats, gonna get to the last topic of the day, and then we will let you all go for the night. We always appreciate y'all wherever you're watching from. Trey, let's get some super chats. Last topic, let's let it ride.
Let's do it. Marine King 09 said the Michelle topic made me do my first super chat. Quote, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Then, quote, Michelle Obama is a man?
Yeah.
That's why people don't respect Christians or the church.
No, that's exactly what happened in that. Like, if you watch his speech in its entirety, that's exactly what Hokett said. Before he's saying, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Michelle Obama's a man. Like, it just...
Yeah.
Like I don't know. You can thank the Lord and then do the complete opposite
that
of
needs
what...
a word. They need a word. You know what? I charge my white brothers and sisters to come up with a word, because we in the black community, we got a word. When people do stuff like that, we call it COON. They
Oh yeah.
They need a word. That needs a word.
For the Christian community?
No. For that when our white brothers and sisters do that. Like when we do
it's called racism. Yeah. It's been called that for hundreds of years. Yeah.
That's facts. Listen, Big Eddie 66 said, "What's up, fellas? Back with another start bench cut in their prime."
Oh wow.
We got Shady, Chris Johnson,
CJ2K,
and Jamal Charles
in their prime.
In their prime.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna do this guy and all that, but none of them guys had first team all pros, man.
CJ didn't?
2,000-yard season? He would have.
Oh, Chris. I think Chris definitely.
I think that same year.
Somebody else. Jamal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said the wrong words. I'm gonna say 10,000.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
10,000 yards all per. So I can't really. I don't really. You know
career. I'm taking Shady no matter what. But if it's one season prime for prime, that's where I think it actually.
It's again
becomes like a conversation.
Yeah, the 2K is crazy, but I would say it's
2K is crazy.
And he broke the yards from scrimmage record.
I only do this
that 1 year.
10,000 yards. You know what I'm saying?
He's offensive player of the
Chris
year.
my boy though. It's my boy though, but
prime for prime's hard.
Nah, you know
Chris
what?
Johnson had a prime that you could put against.
You know what? I probably, to be honest, I was joking earlier, but I'm gonna be serious, because Chris Johnson was phenomenal, and Jamal was phenomenal. I'll probably take Chris Johnson because he had that one year.
Yeah.
That was crazy year, bro.
That was
my rookie year.
Yeah.
2,000 yards is like, come on, dude.
That 1 year you could put up top 5 1 years.
Oh, yeah, for a running back.
Well,
yeah,
it was only 8 of them. So he'll be top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the start of his career is
2,500.
the start of Chris Johnson's career though is crazy. He finished top 10 in MVP voting as a rookie.
As
Like
a rookie?
Yeah, as a rookie. He was 7th in MVP voting as a rookie with 1,200 yards, 260 out of the backfield.
Wow, Chris
I forgot how
Johnson,
many touchdowns he
So
had.
who won?
And 9.
Who won Offensive Rookie of the Year then?
Offense. Yeah, that's a great.
he finished-
Let's see.
he
What? He did.
No. Offense.
It
He
says
didn't win.
he finished second.
He finished 7th in MVP voting, but he wasn't Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let me see.
What?
It was Matt Ryan.
Quarterback.
Matt Ryan.
course.
Matt Ryan
Of course.
finished Offensive Rookie of the Year that year. But no, like I think prime for prime, CJ's season was just like crazy. After that, I do Shady's 2000.
But hold on, that's the part. But because prime isn't one season, best season, CJ. But prime isn't prime like 3
Prime-
to
yeah,
Prime
5
is a span of years.
CJ's
for sure.
first 3 years were crazy. It like Shady has a crazy 3-year span.
No, mine ain't because the difference is I didn't come in first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
you had to-
matters,
you had to-
though.
you had to work
I tell you,
towards
that's why I like, even with the Brunson conversation, like, dog, he came in as a second round dude. So,
And I know you said some of them years in Philly, y'all was throwing the ball too much, huh?
yeah. A lot of times, like, they didn't want to go to the best player on the team. But see, no, real talk. As I get older, though, like, I had a crazy third year, but my second year was really, really good. But, like, the more I look at it as I got older, I was like, yo, I was the best dude on the team. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, nah, we got Vic, we got DJ. There's so many names. But when I really watch the offense, I'm like, damn, yo, we do better when I get the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We even did it that one time when somebody pulled up some game and we went back and we was like, nah, Shady was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a
So-
great. That's a good
That's a good
Yeah,
start
yeah,
bench
yeah,
cut.
like you,
That's a good
you
start bench cut.
you and Jamal have 2 first team All Pros. CJ has 1 first team All Pro. That first 4 years for CJ was like the majority of his career. But like
Jamal had a 3-year span too, though.
Jamal went
Jamal
crazy.
had a- Jamal
But
had a
he got
3-year
hurt in the
span.
middle of it though.
Man, Jamal, he was nice.
he got hurt in the middle of it. He got hurt in 2012. That's what it was.
Man,
So he had 1,300. Then 2012 got hurt. Came back 1,600.
that's Shady.
then
You looking at
1,300.
Shady.
Oh no. Hold up.
Yes,
Pull up
I was looking at
Pull up
Jamal.
Jamal.
Jamal went. Jamal went 1,483 because he only played in 2 games, and then he had 1,500 and 1,200 and 12 touchdowns. But Jamal's like all-time leading
yards per carry.
Yards
Jamal,
per carry,
I can't
yeah,
lie, he was nice. He was doing a lot with less carries. Only thing about him is it was like, I don't know. It like died fast.
Yeah.
Because he was rolling at first.
Yeah. And the Chiefs sucked then. He ain't get no pub.
Yeah.
Jamal ain't get like Jamal. Nobody talks about Jamal Charles.
and knees though. He had so many injuries kind of pile up later.
I wonder
on,
why,
too.
because he was like a track guy, like tall.
Yep.
And he played in Kansas City.
Yo, real
Ain't nobody
quick,
care about-
I mean, I know Trey got to have another baby. Was he still babysitting his drink?
Oh.
When you talk
Take the
foul,
shot,
you gotta
brother.
like take shots.
First of all, y'all
You're
see
an alpha. Apparently
it's
y'all can
a
drink.
heavy pour.
For a heavy pour. Man, that's a bartender I am, man. Oh, he's alcoholic.
No.
He's
He alcoholic for sure.
Thank God we only got one topic left. Wow. All right, we got more
serious, man.
super chats.
Yo, man, damn, what's your chest look like inside? Did you see that? Yo, that was a shot.
I was sweating in a minute.
I'm already sweating. It's hot. I need to pay the damn AC bill, bro. It's hot in here already, and yeah, I'm about to warm up some more.
It is hot.
We go
bro.
with these last 2 super chats or the topic. It's
Hit the last 2 real quick.
yeah, because I might not be reading too well after. JVX1310 said, Carebear and Trey, who would you trust the most in this clutch moment? Derrick Henry running up the middle full speed, Acho got a tackle, or Shady running up the middle, got to get past LT coming full speed?
Come on, bro.
Why did y'all be
Not
funny?
even that,
Bro.
That's not even
Come
that.
on, bro.
Wait, why did y'all
Acho, you my dude, bro.
Why did
Come
y'all
on,
be
bro.
funny?
One, I trust Shady regardless, but Derrick Henry's not hard to tackle running up the middle. Now, take Derrick Henry at an angle with the ability to stiff arm. Derrick Henry's not hard to tackle running up the
So
middle.
you think you're meeting him in the hole? He not picking up any yardage.
Of course, he's falling forward.
He's talking about.
Yeah.
He's falling forward. I'm not hitting him high. I'm not an idiot.
No, of course. Yeah.
Nah, I'm boom.
Okay.
He's falling forward. Don't get it twisted. But
Acho was a sure tackler at Texas.
like
I remember that.
he's gutting to the ground.
So
How many
you
yards did
telling
Trent
me?
Richardson have on you in
You
that national
telling me-
championship game?
That wasn't on me. Keep going.
You telling me
That was McElroy.
if I bet my whole contract
He's going down. Up the middle.
up the middle,
Up the middle. He's
Out
going
in
down.
space, he's stiff
Out
arming
the
you.
space.
I gotta bet my
Up the
whole
middle.
yearly salary
Up the middle. He's going down.
on Shady pass
I'm not
LT
even-
or Henry.
Bet on Shady.
No, he
okay.
said he said bet on
I'm
Shady.
like, bet-
He said
LT don't. Shady can. I'm taking maybe Buda Baker on Shady. I'll take a linebacker. And
Yeah.
Shady mixing up. Take your favorite linebacker.
Okay, I thought you were saying
no.
take.
Hell no. I'm giving Buda Baker a chance. I'm giving Earl Thomas a chance.
Okay, got it.
Any linebacker on Shady, take Shady. But Derrick Henry is up the middle. No, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, and he's saying LT's coming full speed. Shady gonna make a miss. Something.
LT might not even touch a jersey. But Derrick Henry in space, different conversation.
Yeah. That's fair.
Different conversation.
Top shot said, Celibate Bear, stay strong, bro.
Celibate Bear.
Trey and Carebear 2v1 versus Acho from the 10-yard line. Out of 10 tries, how many times do y'all keep Acho out of the end zone? Not prime right now.
Wow. In Acho's prime, probably none. Right now, I don't know. I'm going at Acho's
Let me tell you how that's going.
I'm going at your knees, bro.
You on offense?
No, that's what I'm saying. You have the ball?
Yeah,
you have the ball, be different.
Let me tell you how it
She don't
goes.
know he play defense.
Hey, Kieran, get in there, and I'm going to just... Yeah.
Nah, I need you to go, bro. Hold on. I need you to go grab the leg, and then I'm going to finish the job. Like it's not.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pour him up one too.
Yeah. I can't drink right now.
The leg, and then you do the job. You finish the job.
I'm not drinking right now.
This is your job.
This is your job.
I haven't had a drink in a while.
I know, man, but come on.
Whoa, nah,
he gonna take a drink before. He gonna take that drink before he
Give me the drink.
Give me the drink.
I'm sore today, bro.
I'm
Give me
not
the drink.
saying
Give me the
that
drink.
It's one of the, I respect the
Damn.
man's workouts.
Yeah, for
It's gotta
sure.
be one of the two.
Let's take a small one, man. Like,
Okay, last one that we gotta keep the show moving, but this actually is funny. Top Shotter says start bench cut for Carebear. You ready?
What's up?
Seasoned food. The Cowboys. He said women, but I'm gonna say the love of your life because we know you're a simp.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Seasoned food. The Cowboys.
Well, that's not fair.
The love of your life.
Obviously, you know what I'm gonna choose.
Start bench cut. Start bench cut.
Start bench cut.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good night
So
to
if
you.
it's for the
Top
rest
Shotter.
of my life, obviously I'm starting my lady, right?
Yeah, we know.
Of course, yeah. I mean, well, you said my lady. If it was just women in general, this might be different.
But yeah, it's a
you
cop.
tell your lady over
Now,
food?
when it comes to seasoned food,
Yeah, seasoned. He put emphasis on the season.
now, the seasoned is interesting too because if it's food with no seasoning, that's tough. That's tough. So you telling me I get seasonless food, but I get the Cowboys for the rest of my life, or I get seasoned food and no Cowboys?
Say bye-bye to your Cowboys.
Yeah, goodbye, Cowboys. I need the food. I need some sort of, bro. You tell me I can't enjoy Thanksgiving with my family. I can't. You know what I mean? Like no. I gotta.
Mama done made a nice spread
That's what I'm
for
saying.
Thanksgiving.
You do a salad,
And then she said
Man,
to the side,
get the
your
hell outta here,
season.
bro.
Ooh,
I can't even have any dressing. That's seasoning in that dressing.
right.
I can't.
Right.
Yeah, no. I have to be able to season my food.
Last
That's
topic
all
of the
I got,
day.
Kieran.
Look, man, we have to get to the last topic of the day. The Atlanta Falcons defensive end James Pearce Jr. returned to the team's in Flowery Branch training facility for the first time since being charged with aggravated battery and fleeing law enforcement on February 7th in that ordeal with WNBA star Rickea Jackson. Pearce is expected to take part in this week's mandatory minicamp, but he is not anticipated to address the media, fellas. James Pearce, obviously, coming back after a lot of craziness. Your reaction to this this story, him showing up to minicamp and not speaking to the media?
I'm actually torn now. I don't know what to do. I don't like it because I don't feel like it's a severe enough or significant enough reprimand for his actions of all but stalking Rickea Jackson. I think slamming his car into hers, trying to flee the police, all of these things. To me, the football aspect should take a back seat right now to what the hell James Pearce actually did. When are athletes going to be held accountable and responsible for actions that are deplorable, right? That to me is the question. Like, when is that going to happen? But the reason I'm torn is, what's accountability look like? Because I don't know that shunning James Pearce, keeping him out of the facility, keeping him away from the one thing he knows and loves, keeping him away from his brothers, keeping him away from his father figures, I don't know if that's beneficial to James Pearce's long-term health either. Half the times when an athlete does something wrong, we just get rid of them, kick him out the facility, kick him out of everything they know, and expect them to get better. That to me isn't advantageous towards the long-term health of the athlete either. So I actually don't know. I don't think it's a significant enough reprimand to change behavior. But if you actually reprimand, then does it do more long-term damage? And I've just seen too many NFL players die recently based upon being outcast, whether self-induced or not. I've seen too many die recently to just be like, hell yeah, keep him out of the facility, keep him away from the team. You know, RIP Rondale Moore.
Yeah.
You know, now that was injury, obviously. That wasn't necessarily what James Pearce did, but like, I don't know. Alden Smith, DUI, suspend him. He's done with football. 36, found unresponsive in his car. So I don't, Justin Blackman, if that was his name, if I'm not mistaken.
wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
Kick him out of the Jaguars. Okay, now he just goes to Stillwater and gets arrested. I don't know, Shady. I truly don't. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Karen, you took that shot. I don't want to take that out.
Yeah, I took it. Yeah.
Come on, man, knock it out. Come on now.
I ain't drink, bro. And
then we need these push-ups. We'll address that. But
what about?
Let's get to the top.
What about I just go to the gym tomorrow? Like I've been going to the gym. Like
I know. Well,
Boy, it's hot in here. I'm gonna be sweating through my shirt.
You're
by the end of
already
this thing.
sweating. What's the difference?
Anyway.
Unless y'all want to cut around this in the VOD, can we get to the
That's
conversation?
Kira's job,
Let's
right?
get to the
Yeah.
convo, man.
Right.
Cut
But
around it.
I will say this, man, about it. It's tough because I like to give people second chances, and he's a young kid, right? He had one season so far in the NFL. He, love makes us do crazy things. I'm not saying it's okay from doing it, but I can understand him. And we're all looking for him to get penalized, right? But shit, it might be a situation where, hey, man, he might have been through enough. He might have talked to his brothers on his team and addressed them. I don't think he needs to address the media. Who's the media? They have nothing to do with this, right? They cover the player. That's it. My thing with him is he needs to go in there and talk to his teammates. Like, what you got going on, man? Because might have a sister. I might have a daughter. So, and then a lot of this last part is like, yo, this is embarrassing to go through all this. He probably got family, got a mom, he got aunts. You know what I mean? He wants you to see you treating women a certain way. So, he probably been through enough. I think right now, I hope that he's learned from this and he moves forward. But I like to see him out there with his teammates, with his coaches, playing the game he loves.
But see, Shady, as a father, you got two kids, so you know about responsibility, and you also know about raising your kids, train up a child in the way they should go. You being a good butt. At what point isn't the point of punishment to change behavior? So if he did what he did in the offseason, and then instantly you just allow him back on the field, it's not a punishment. That just tells him, hey, bro, stalk women, flee the police, ram your car into theirs, and we'll see you at minicamp.
So, but you've never had a situation where you're Nigerian, right? And your dad spanks you.
Hell yeah.
Good. All the spanks you've had, you probably learned from them. But what about that one time where he said, if next time and he didn't spank you, did you learn from that? Because I have. My dad's whooped me for real. And there was times where I'm like, damn, bro, I know I'm going to get it. And we have a talk. And I'm like, yo, I'm so stupid, I'll never do this again. Because if I do, I know what I'm going to get. So, I mean, everybody's different. The only thing we can see is when things go on this year, we'll see if he learned from his lesson. But I'm just not in the world of, like, crucifying the person if he done something wrong. I can't.
Where do you draw the line?
Because Jesus Christ, I gave my life to him, and he told me that's what they do. You got to forgive.
Where do you draw the line between the figurative crucifixion? Obviously, figurative people don't go crazy in the chat. Where do you draw the line between the figurative crucifixion and accountability? Because I'm with you, right? We've seen examples. I think it was Dylan Roof.
What's accountability, though? To me, it's like, yo, doing something wrong and seeing how you respond, right? Seeing that you take the right steps to get help. Addressing people that you might have offended. What if he done them things? What if he apologized to his ex-girlfriend? What if he apologized to his ex-girlfriend's mom? What if he apologized to his coaches and his teammates and his owner for making his organization look bad?
Is an apology counterbalanced
Apology's not a
stalking, or is an apology counterbalance fleeing the police? Is apology like if your son right now you're in the show, you got a whip outside. It's a nice one, I know it. Son drives your whip,
real nice,
slams into the car on the corner. What the hell you doing, son? Sorry, Dad. Sorry ain't enough in a McCoy household. I know that for certain.
Yeah.
But so where do you draw the line between well, he said sorry, Acho, so it's all good, son. Good luck at school tomorrow. Or is it like, nah, bruh, where's the responsibility?
I mean, I don't know what else more he can do. I'm sure he said sorry to the woman and her family. I'm sure he's apologized to his coaches. There's nothing more he can do. It's like, when it comes to athletes, we want them to do so much extra stuff just because of his position. Like, sorry ain't enough no more. You know what I'm saying? We got to say him penalized or this rich athlete. It's always that with athletes. But the problem is, they don't see us as people. We are people too. We make mistakes.
But would you say it's easier to apologize when you haven't faced punishment? Because I think it is. So even if he has, I'll concede that maybe he has apologized and done his due diligence, but he hasn't suffered any punishment outside of maybe some public shame, right? So that's easy to me. Anybody can apologize when they didn't have to face repercussions. That's actually the easiest time to apologize. Oh, damn, I got off on this? Bet, my fault. It won't happen again. And then it happens again because you didn't suffer a punishment. So
it's crazy, man.
I don't know. To me, I don't really have an issue with him attending minicamp because I think the NFL should have been stricter on their investigation and more timely and should have had this wrapped up before it came time to minicamp.
What would you want the NFL to give him, sir, for a consequence? Social judge.
Social justice.
Social justice. Yeah, man.
He need a freaking cake and be a judge.
Social justice.
Give him a cake. And he don't need no more desks. What they got?
A robe. They got robes and gavels.
And yeah, give him all that, bro. Like this guy, you can't nothing wrong with him.
I mean, I don't know, Shady. I have a daughter.
Drive with the speed limit, Trey, just so you know.
I have a daughter and soon to be 2. And if there was a young man that was chasing her after she called and got a restraining order and was fleeing from him, and he almost ran her off the road, and then he got out and started resisting arrest and combating police officers, I would be a little bit nervous and probably scared for my daughter and scared on her behalf. So I would like to see him have to do more than just apologize.
Yeah, we know.
I mean, I think it's outlandish for you to just think an apology is okay, personally.
So what you want him to do, Trey?
I want him to be suspended some games without pay.
I think
anything less than that is devaluing that young lady's life.
If the punishment doesn't deter you from future behavior, it's not enough. I tell people this all the time. If I'm driving one of my whips and I know the parking ticket is $30,
you gonna park.
I'm parking illegally.
You're parking.
Yeah.
$30 and that $20 valet.
For convenience,
I'm gonna take my chances.
Yeah.
Give me the $30 ticket. Yep. I can afford it. If I'm driving somewhere and I see you'll get towed plus $250 fine, I'm not parking there
at all.
Yeah.
Because if you've ever been towed, regardless of who you are, you got to go to the impound lot. Every hour it's in the impound lot is like $180.
Yeah.
Overnight fee, then an impounding fee.
Yeah.
That is no longer worth me parking there because that punishment is deterring me from future behavior. Shady, this punishment's not deterring him from future behavior. I'm with Trey.
But this is my thing, though. Like, you say that on one end, but I can name a lot of players that get consequence after consequence, and they still do the same thing. Josh Gordon. Mm-hmm. I mean, God, right? All he was doing was smoking weed, right? That's legal.
Yeah.
Got fined. Okay, now we're going to suspend him. Okay, then we're spending some more. Then more games. You see it. Then you see other players that see what happened to him. They say, that's crazy, I'll never do that. And you see players that do the same thing. Get trouble smoking weed.
Yeah.
So on one end, you can say there's some guys they may never learn if they get 1,000,000 consequences. And there's some guys that may never learn if they just get an apology. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
I can agree with that. Rehabilitation is that to be taken upon by the person that needs it, right? So like you can't like you could send somebody to rehab, but if they're not open to the treatment and trying to change, they're just not going to change. Mm-hmm. Maybe this situation did show him internally that he's going to change. I don't think any punishment or lack thereof will change that. What I will say is though, actions have consequences. Mm-hmm. When you break the rules, it should have consequences. I'm not saying that his career should be completely done or anything like that, or he shouldn't be given a second chance and whatnot. I do believe in forgiveness. I believe people can change. But when you do something like this, when it's on video, when what happened is what happened, yeah, there has to be some sort of repercussions for his actions. And I think that letting him just get away with that sets a bad precedent. I agree with that.
Here's why it's interesting talking to Shady and Trey, because y'all are parents. So more than anything, y'all hold the weight in this room of the future. If I die and no offspring, that's it.
Great.
Y'all die with offspring, y'all's kids are going to contribute to how our world is shaped. So y'all actually hold the weight of this conversation more than I do at this junction in time, and more than Kieran does. So Shady, just because I agree with the thought process of you never know how somebody's going to rehabilitate. But I think it's incumbent upon the supervisor, people to my left, to my right, it's incumbent upon the supervisor to at least take responsibility for trying. I don't know if James Pearce is actually going, if being suspended or whatever is going to change his behavior. But you at least got to try. Yeah. You can't just be like, well, it might not work, Acho, so...
I just think
See you on the field.
All right, but it's a little gray area now. Let's get back to there. So what if the team say, you know what, let's get him some help. And he's had therapy, he has different sessions and et cetera. And they feel like, okay, we feel like he learned his lesson.
Fair.
We feel like we've helped him. How we know we didn't do that?
We haven't heard from it, but you're right.
Because when y'all want to punish him though. Like you can learn your lesson without getting punished. It's like every time you do something wrong, punish him. I just don't like, you know what it is? Maybe I don't like the way y'all handling y'all business, man. Because I'm going to handle my business like this. Listen, I want to help you. Obviously, something's wrong here with you. Let me help you out. But the first thing I'm thinking is let me discipline them. I don't like that.
Do you discipline your kids?
Listen, I spank my kids.
Okay.
But every time they do something wrong, don't deserve a spanking.
But the level of wrong.
I'm going to say it again. Every time they do something wrong, I don't spank them. But they do get spankings.
Fair. Okay, let me ask you this. Does your discipline, I won't use the word punishment, does your discipline match the offense?
All sins are the same?
In the eyes of God, not in the eyes of man.
Well,
so whose eyes are we looking
I'm
at?
talking about God. I ain't talking about man.
In the eyes of God.
Man don't even matter to me. Like, who's a man? But God, though, right?
In the eyes of God.
Okay, now ask me the question again. So God, all sins is the same.
In the eyes of God.
So why would I be in his eyes of some, like...
Because we live on earth.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be up there with him.
We don't live in him.
I'm trying to live my life like he did, right?
Okay, but right now we live on earth.
They gave us a human example on earth. Who was his name?
Jesus.
Right.
Yep.
I'm trying to follow him. Right?
Okay.
So why would I look through the eyes of some humans and I got gods and all this going on?
Well, because by we live on earth, render to Caesar what is Caesar's. So, like, as long as we're on earth, you got to abide by the laws of the earth.
Yo, listen. Ask your question, because I disagree.
Does the way you discipline your kids, does your discipline match the offense? So the greater the offense, the greater the discipline. Or are they arbitrary? Wild offense. Son doesn't come back home all night. Discipline is low. Or son gets a B- on the test. Discipline is high.
But
how do you?
I would do that, depending on what he did. Yeah, I'm gonna tear that butt up.
So for you, discipline does match offense.
Yes. So
that's all we're asking then.
But it's the thing though.
Yep, break it down.
I've seen players do worse. I mean, God, these guys do a lot of crazy things, right? Mm-hmm. I've seen worse not get that much.
Get less.
2 wrongs don't make it right.
No, but you saying all this and that. I'm just saying, like, on the scale of doing wrong, this might not be as crazy as the stuff that we've seen with these players. I've seen players hit. Hey, come on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So,
but you brought up Josh Gordon being in trouble and even suspended for smoking weed, which I personally think is a harmless offense. Like it's breaking the rules of the NFL. Your employer, sure, but he's not harming anybody. This is much more harmful for that. So I don't know how we can agree that Josh Gordon deserved to be disciplined because he broke the a harmless rule multiple times, but you break a really harmful rule once, and so it's just the first time and the only time, so you shouldn't be disciplined?
I'm lost. Try that.
But I don't think he believed Gordon should have been disciplined.
Yeah.
Shady's not on the...
But he was, though. That's what I'm saying. So if the NFL and the team can...
Well, he did it like multiple times. And he got caught smoking weed, you get a fine, or you get like a little whatever. Then he did it again. All right, okay. I think it's a bigger fine. And the third time was then we start spinning you. I think the fourth time you can't play the whole year.
Now you can't play the year.
Yeah, so tell me out, Trey. What's going on over there?
So what I'm saying is,
to you, buddy.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if we can justify that he should be suspended or was rightfully suspended for breaking the rule multiple times, but it's a harmless rule. He's just smoking weed. He's not. He's not drunk driving. He's not stalking anybody. He's not doing anything. But
I ain't make the rules, dog. All I'm saying is that your man, he did it multiple times, and then they finally.
So everybody should just get off for their first offense. No matter what they do, no matter how egregious the act or the crime or the infraction is,
I gotta look.
Get off the first time because you're an athlete.
Whatever it is. But I'm just a firm believer. Like I'm not about to just discipline somebody, because they do something wrong.
Even when that wrong is stalking a woman, trying to drive her off the road, fighting back against the police.
What I would do is, I would try
just
to
give him a stern talking to.
That too, and I would try to get him some help. Because it looks like when you're doing stuff like that, bro, you need help.
Well, I think that suspension could also carry some weight with help, though. You could sit out however many games and go to therapy, and now we're taking steps to rehabilitate.
I think you're taking something that he loves For what? Because that might be his place.
But that's the consequence,
that might
though.
be his sanctuary. You know what I mean? That might be a spot where I feel comfortable at.
Absolutely, but
Right?
also your separation from that.
Her sanctuary was peace and serenity and not being
that's
abused
why,
and
that's
yelled
why
at.
and that's why we need to get you some help so that you don't have these outbursts again.
But-
so you're not stalking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shady
but taking money from me, like he's a rich dude, bro. I ain't when like people think that. The dude's making $40 million a year. So now he's missing 2-3 games. Okay, cool. He might miss $2 million. Right. You know what I mean? Like when we talk, he got $150 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to make money. People think that sounds cool because guys make so much money. Suspend him. Take his money.
To me, it's not even about the money. I know you want to be on that field. So I know that's probably going.
But it ain't going to kill you because you're going to play again.
Yeah.
No, he will play again,
You know
but that's why I'm saying, what's the problem with the suspension? Also, distance makes the heart grow fonder. You being away from what you love the most makes you realize, hey, the actions in which I am committing could possibly lead to me losing this thing that I love very much, and this is what it would feel like to be away from it. So I want to make sure and ensure that that's something that doesn't happen again. If it's something that really, ideally, does bring him that much peace, then it is something that you're going to miss, something that you value highly. You miss. He's going to miss football.
That's interesting, Shay. I mean, you the former NFL player. You saying this?
I'm listening to Karen. I'm like, I hear you and all that. But there's some dudes like, yo, like
they don't care that much.
Bro, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it in the next 2 months.
Eventually, whether it's 5 games and I'm playing game 6.
That's true.
If it's 12 games, I'm playing game 13.
Year season.
Okay,
Sure, you ain't be happy that you're not playing. Like, damn, I ain't playing. You'll be mad, right?
Yeah.
But it ain't, about game 2, you're not gonna be on that.
But I think that's the point of punishment. When I was a kid, I loved video games and I loved going outside. Those were my 2 things.
Again,
If I got in trouble, and I got in trouble a lot, I would come home. My dad would be like, "No game, no going outside." I'm defeated. Now I know I'm on punishment for whatever it is, a week, 2 weeks. I know I'm gonna get out the house eventually, but I'm still sick.
That's the lesson, though. The lesson is a lack of control over the situation.
He's not sick.
He ain't 6 years old. That's shit.
No, I know he's not 6, but what I'm saying is if he does this shit again, he could end up behind bars and actually lose his freedom to choose, his freedom to go out there and play. I mean, it's something that shows him.
But I'm sure he ain't trying to do it again anyway. I think like
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But then it goes down.
Let me ask you this though. Like this put yourself as the player, but then you got some money in your pocket and you like a priority.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get in trouble or not, the team is still looking for you to play. Knowing you might miss 3 games because of a little situation,
that's not going to change behavior. Nah, I think, but then the question is, how do you change behavior?
And that's the point I'm getting to, yo. Y'all keep trying to discipline him to get the change behavior. Yo, get him some help, some real help.
Yes.
Some real therapy. That's going to help him out.
Yeah.
Because money and missing some games like that.
That's optics more than outcome.
Yeah.
Bro, this kid is going to play another
however many years.
Like,
he's a rookie.
And he's good.
Second year.
Yeah, he's really good.
Great first year. He's a priority, like, dude.
But I think you can do both. I think he should have a punishment
I don't think
imposed.
you need to. You still getting your point across without taking something that he loves. That might be,
but the thing is, I don't really care about what you love right now.
Exactly.
I care more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about what you love right now.
Are you the owner? Or are you the NFL? Who are you right now?
Somebody who cares about him. So I'm not a real person because
somebody who cares about Rickea Jackson.
They care about him.
They don't care about Rickea Jackson. Not the NFL team.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, no, of course not.
The police department does. But like the Falcons, it's not their job to care about Rickea.
But I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Falcons, they care about him though.
They should care about him.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying care about him as a human, Falcons don't care about him as a human. They care about him as an athlete.
But if you care about him as a human, let's say
beautiful. You care about him as a human,
help, man.
Get him help.
Thank
get
you.
Him help.
That's what I'm saying.
Get him help.
Yeah.
You know
so,
what I mean?
So give me all I'm saying is you guys are right in your own world, but I'm in the gray area, and in my gray area is like this. Instead of trying to take something away from him to show him discipline, let's really like help him out first. Let's get some real help.
Yeah.
And then if the help don't work and it's like, man, the stuff we tried to do for him don't work, then let's discipline him.
Yeah. I remember when we had this conversation the first time. I was less about the Falcons doing something about it because again, they have a vested interest in him being on the field.
Yeah.
It is, in my opinion, always been the NFL's responsibility to impose the punishment because if you allow this to go, you're setting a precedent that maybe other players can do something of the sort to do that. So I don't necessarily blame the Falcons. That's why I said I don't have an issue with him going to minicamp.
Yeah.
The NFL's not going to step up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have every reason to want him on
Let's
the field.
get Super Chats. Get out the show, sir.
Say less. Philip A. Carroll said Darren McFadden, Jonathan Stewart, Felix Jones, CJ2K, Matt Forte, Ray Rice, Jamal Charles, Peyton Hillis, Steve Slayton, Tim Hightower, Rashard Mendenhall, and Kevin Smith was 2008 the best running back class.
One more time, sorry.
names.
I was trying to say why I was on the names.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought some better. I didn't know if it was like what was it?
It's Darren McFadden, Jonathan Stewart, Felix Jones, Chris Johnson,
I
Matt
see it.
Forte,
I see
Ray
it.
Rice, Jamal Charles, Peyton Hillis, Steve Slayton, Tim Hightower, Rashard Mendenhall, and Kevin Smith.
All right,
I don't know. If
no, I mean the class with Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey.
Shit ain't like that.
Yeah, at least that got 2 Hall of
It's
Famers.
deep.
You know what? That's a good one though.
Think about
Darren
that.
McFadden. Oh, they ain't no rule.
They ain't got no Hall of Famers in there.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry and McCaffrey in the same class, if I'm not mistaken, Kieran.
Yeah,
you're right.
And Fournette.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2017 draft class had McCaffrey, Kamara, Cook, Mixon, Aaron Jones. 2016 is the one that had.
Henry wasn't in it?
No. Henry was in 2016 with Ezekiel Elliott, and I forgot who else.
If that's
83
the case-
draft had Roger Craig, Kurt Warner, Gary Anderson, and Eric Dickerson.
Who are running backs?
Yeah.
83 class then. Because you had Roger Craig's the first dude to ever have 1,000 and 1,000. Then Dickerson in the Hall. And then who's the other dude?
Let me see.
You say Roger Craig?
Kurt Warner.
I don't know who that is.
This one, I don't know, Acho. This is pretty good, bro.
Gary Anderson.
I know
But
you
you
ain't.
know Hall of Fame cast.
Better than Mixon,
But-
Cook,
but-
Kamara, and McCaffrey.
Mixon,
Nixon,
Cook,
And Aaron
Galvin,
Jones.
Kamara.
and who?
And who?
McCaffrey. Nah, this class better.
Hold up.
Yep.
One more time.
Mixon, Cook, Kamara, McCaffrey, Aaron Jones. I just gave you 5 names. Remember, Peyton Hillis, CJ2K.
I like this. Yeah.
This class better.
This,
the
bro, this
89
class is
draft
good,
class-
bro.
This class deep.
The 89 draft class had Barry and Emmett in it.
Oh. Well,
Together?
then it's not a conversation.
It was just those two.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that don't matter. Yeah, it's
No matter.
them.
It's them.
It's them, yeah.
Yeah, Grand
But other than them, this might be it.
Yeah.
Ray Rice, Ray Rice was a dog before he got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before he committed.
McFadden was nice. CJ2K, come on, bro. He had 2,000 yards and all that.
Yeah, this was the deepest by far.
Matt Forte was nice, bro.
Matt Forte
And then
was
Jamal
nice.
Charles.
Yeah.
I don't
Who's
really
the
rock
class?
with Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
He took my
What do you say, rookie of the year?
nah, what's the thing called? The Madden cover. Well, on a real beef now like
You were
that.
supposed to get it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
white
real-
boy from Cleveland.
All right. I mean, I knew that. But, you know.
Because he only, you know what's crazy? Hillis only had like 1,300 to 1,400 yards that season. I always think it was like a 2,000 yard season.
yeah,
in my
like
head.
100.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold up. I was thinking about this. The 23 draft class had Bijan, Jameer Gibbs, Achan.
Yeah, they still playing.
Chase
though.
Brown.
They still playing, man. Still playing.
I don't know. That's a good
Yeah.
class.
Still playing. Though. Still
Yeah, that's
playing.
early. Because
It
we
is,
would have
yeah.
said, after 3 years, we would have said about Kamara and McCaffrey's class. After 3 years, we
true.
would have been like, oh my God.
Zach Charbonnet as well.
Kamara, yeah.
Damn, Zach Charbonnet got taken ahead of Devontae Achan.
Listen, keeping it moving. JBX1310 said, real quick, fellas, what's the most iconic moment in sports history that you missed that you wish you were in attendance?
That's a good
Oh,
one.
man.
Man, Ray Allen step back 3, game 6 would have been crazy. That was game 6, right? Yeah, that it would have been crazy.
Which one?
Miami Heat 2013. Miami Heat
Second
game
title.
6. First title.
First title.
Ray Allen catches it, step back
I got-
3.
I got
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Now, my
against the
favorite
Spurs,
one,
yeah.
actually, I think I was in attendance for, though. It was the USA with KD, Curry, and Braun all
Oh, just a
playing
couple years
and,
ago.
and beating France or in Serbia.
Oh, you was at that game?
Yeah, I was in Paris.
Yeah.
Was it
Paris,
2 years
Trey.
ago?
Yeah, it was cool.
Think
Okay,
that's greatest, though?
Nah, that
I mean, bro, now just seeing 3 of like the best players of the generation.
Bro, that was big though, bro.
Yeah,
Olympic.
the Serbia game and that game back to back.
You
were
don't
like,
listen.
Steph
He
Curry
said
shot?
that you
Yeah.
weren't in attendance for it, and then you gave us something in attendance just
No,
to flex on us.
I was in attendance. Yeah, I don't
He
know. I
said
just-
not in attendance for
Oh
it.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, Trey. My life's so good. I've been to so many great events, all around the world too. Milan, Paris, Trey.
I got
I don't know. It's hard for me. I've just been to so many great
Been to
events.
so many different countries, so many
Yeah.
great spots.
Yo,
Even
I'm
on
going-
So many
Acho's
great
time,
spots.
I'm going
so many great spots.
98. Jordan goes to the lane in Utah. Yanks it back.
Byron Russell.
Pause,
Yeah.
and shoots that mid range. Bro, the whole stadium went quiet, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he looks at it and he goes back. He does up to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
That was
is
his
true.
last Chicago year.
That's
Man,
crazy.
come on.
I'll change it. Super Bowl 27, Dallas Cowboys winning, and Michael Jackson.
You weren't alive.
Bro, I know I wasn't alive, but
We got to be alive for it.
We have to be alive for it?
That you weren't in attendance, that like you could have been
That
in
I could have been in
That's
attendance
a
for?
good point.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
told you about
2005
Yeah.
national championship game when Texas won. Vince
Yeah,
Young,
that's
the
right.
greatest college football game ever.
Bet.
I wish I wanted to be there.
I think for me, it'd probably be Allen Iverson taking game one.
Game one?
Taking game one. Yeah,
You
stepping
would have
over.
watched the series where a
stepping
dude
up- just
lost.
just that moment.
I'm a Iverson fan. He
Just
got
that
Wow,
moment.
that's glazed.
But
bro.
there's
I wanted to see
Allen
him
Iverson's
step
my
over
favorite
him
player,
and
bro.
lose. Like, come on, bro.
I don't know. That shit was
Be
hard,
like me.
man.
Like I wanted to
Iverson's
see
great,
I want to see J.R. Smith sell in the fucking NBA finals. Like,
wait. All right, before we leave, real quick, what is more of the dumber play? Was it the J.R. Smith
De'Aaron Fox.
or De'Aaron Fox?
it's
De'Aaron
J.R.
Fox.
Smith. It's J.R.
No, it's not. That game was tied.
And
They were up. De'Aaron Fox was up.
Yes, but De'Aaron Fox is actively trying to make a play to
No,
go up.
no,
It's a dumb
no.
play, but he's
That's
actively
dumb.
trying to make a
No.
play. J.R. Smith got a rebound in a tie basketball game and didn't do shit with the ball.
Yo,
like that.
yo.
That's worse.
Yo, it's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, that's worse.
I was talking to Draymond
not
about the
worse.
game and all that. He said, bro, Shady, it's the finals. You gotta know if you winning or losing. Yeah. And I started thinking about like, yo, every game I've ever been in, I knew if we were up or down.
Yeah.
But then the Fox joint,
I can believe it.
That's the dumber play. To me, I'll
That's
never
a
be
hard
convinced
one, though.
otherwise.
cause like, yo, if I just
Not
hold the
even on
ball,
no
they
recency
gotta foul
bias.
me.
That's it, bro.
Did you have money on the game?
I'm sure. Money on every game.
PrizePicks money, by the way.
Keep going, bro.
Code Speakeasy.
You
LX.
gonna look it up. It was crazy.
Oh, we
I remember which
said,
one it was. Michael Jackson.
hey man, Trey, drive safe after that big shot. How's that shot got you feeling, homie? I'm feeling good. Listen, I'm not like Shady. I'm not a lightweight, okay? Not to be bragging about being able to drink, because I'm not
you
no
doing a lot of
drinker.
bragging.
But I hold my liquor well, unlike somebody to my right. Top Shot has said, fellas, if the over-under on Carebear's push-ups is 9.5 on PrizePicks, what are y'all taking? First of all, Top Shot.
I love
bro,
Top
he's
Shot.
become my favorite
love
super
Top
chat
Shot,
recently.
bro.
Nah, he can't do 25 push-ups though.
No, he said
He said
9.5. He said 9.5.
9.5.
He said it at
That's
9.5.
that's light.
I'm taking
Pushing
the
up
over.
300 pounds is hard, bro.
No,
taking the
Tom,
over.
you taking the
It's tough
over?
to do.
Yeah.
10 times?
If you can't do 10 push-ups, I swear to God, Kieran, I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the under though.
Taking the under? 9.5?
No, I'm taking the over. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you gotta
over.
take the over.
He can do
Push-ups ain't
10
a part of
though.
the workout regimen. It's bench press and dumbbell,
under.
He
incline.
can do 10 though.
I'm
10 is
taking
not
the
hard,
under.
I think I could do 10.
That's 3-1 he's holding over there.
Yeah, we should do it.
It isn't tough.
You ready?
You can get 10,
No, I'm
right?
not doing it.
Three
I
hundred.
hit chest
10?
earlier today. I'm sore,
10?
man.
What?
I can hit 10.
Sore
I
me
think
10
maybe.
is
I don't
nothing.
Yeah, 10 is nothing. That's like 10
I don't
squats,
know.
air squats.
I don't know.
Yo, I've been
I
on
don't
the
know.
bench for 10 years. 10 push-ups is like...
It's more than
If
air
I can't do
squats,
10,
but it
I
ain't
haven't
much
done
more.
push-up. I haven't done push-ups so long. If I can't do 10, I'm not dealing with that embarrassment online. No, it's just
You
not
can do
happening.
10.
So wait,
I bet I
See,
can do
this
10.
be so
I think I
crazy.
could.
Let me for y'all at home. I've sat on this fucking chair, and before I had the good desk, got ridiculed for crying at my wedding. I've been made fun of for being short. I've been measured on air, live in front of all thousands of y'all.
Yeah.
but we scared to do a few.
I can control that, though. You was lying about your actual height.
Yo, what's so
You
crazy?
can't. Like, you
what's so
just
crazy,
haven't
though?
grown up.
Yo, low-key, he's thinking like, damn, can I?
Can I do- yeah, in
can
your
I-
head,
I'm really
you-
thinking
Hey,
about it right now.
y'all
Absolutely,
betting
yeah.
on that on the
How?
over? I'm not
taking
taking.
over.
He don't even believe in himself.
10 is not hard.
No, talk
I don't
about
know.
that, but listen.
10 shouldn't be
He
hard.
don't even have faith.
Nah, yo,
I don't
you know
do
what?
push-ups. I don't know. I haven't done a push-up in a long ass time.
You know why? Man, somebody said I can't do 10 push-ups. Like, what?
But like,
The think you can't. The think you can't.
unathletic people can do 10 push-ups.
I remember
what I'm
not.
saying, like-
Hold on, I remember not being able to do 10 push-ups.
my
though.
daughter
So
can
like
do 10
that's
push-ups.
No, when?
in January, I could not do 10 push-ups, bro.
You
Bro,
were
it's-
also
Bro,
340.
whoa, damn! You're not supposed to give that shit away yet.
I just
Damn,
guessed.
Trey.
I don't
Damn.
know. I just guessed. You
Bro.
didn't have to confirm it. I was
Crazy. No,
guessing.
but yeah, I was 345 pounds, bro. I, had
didn't
no
know
clue.
that.
You can do 10 push-ups, bro.
This is crazy.
I probably can. I don't know though.
How's it even a thought?
I don't
though?
do push-ups.
If there had that be a thought, I don't know nobody can do 10 push-ups. My
Like,
dad-
if you said 10 pull-ups, bet.
10
Pull-ups is tough.
Oh, that's very tough.
No,
right
10
there.
thing is,
pull-ups
though, it's a
tough.
different-
Yeah, that's
very tough.
different. That's different. Yeah,
But pull-ups, hell no, I can't do
But
a
you
pull-up.
do bench.
You
You
pulling
bench.
up 300 pounds?
I'm
Are you
saying
crazy?
you bench.
Yeah, I do
So
bench.
I know
No,
you
you
can
just
do-
said you're more confident in doing 10 pull-ups
No, he
than
said 9.
I said no. I can't do.
Oh,
No,
no,
I said
yeah,
I can't
pull-ups.
pull up
Yeah,
300
I
pounds
think
right
you
now.
could.
No,
that's
I
crazy.
think-
Hell
I
no,
would-
that'd be crazy.
If you
can't
set
even,
his
dog.
line at 13 and a half, I'd be. That's where I'm.
9 is crazy though.
9.5 is nothing. I am winning my month's salary on the
he
over.
hasn't
I
done
guess
a
we'll never
push-up
know.
in years.
but 9 is like. It's
Yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
I haven't done a push-up in a minute.
9.
Ethan,
Dude.
you can do 10 push-ups, right? Taylor,
He can do 10 push-ups.
Yeah, I can do that.
Taylor can do 10 push-ups.
Can you do 10?
Yeah, I can do 10
Bro,
push-ups.
I ain't lifted a weight in years before
I can do
earlier this
20
year, so
right
I don't
now,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kieran, you can do 10.
You-
bro.
I bet I could, but I don't know.
I don't know.
But
It'd be
you
a
not
struggle.
knowing is crazy though.
I think it'd be a struggle, bro. He doesn't
It
even
probably
have
would.
confidence in himself.
10 push-ups. Man, somebody said I'll give you $1 billion.
Would you
for
take a
10.
bet?
I could throw up. What you said? Would I take
Like
the
if,
bet?
if Shady bet you 5,000 right now, do 10 push-ups.
I mean, if there's money on the line, I'm doing the push-ups. Yes. Like I would.
But
I
you
would,
got a time
even if
limit,
I was
though.
struggling through it, I would finish.
You got
it
a
if
time
there was
limit and you
bread on
can't
it.
stop.
Fuck it. I get out 1,000 if he can do 12.
30 instantly.
I was
That's
just
crazy.
1,000 for
No,
12.
I'm not doing push-ups.
$1,000?
I'm gonna
You pay that too much.
I'm not
You
living with
fucking
it.
pay him too much. I'm
not
sick.
living. I do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. 1,000's not moving me, but also, also, I'm not living with the
1,000 for-
embarrassment. I'm not living with the embarrassment if I
Kieran,
do the
yo,
push-ups
10
and I can't do 10.
This is insane.
that's
Chat.
wild.
Yo,
Yo,
chat.
that is wild.
Tomatoes for this goofball.
That's fine.
bro.
$1,000 for
You
10
can't lift heavier than me.
Yo,
10
get the
seconds
poll.
of work.
Wait, we need a poll though. We gotta get a poll.
What's the poll say?
Trey, you can't roast
Don't
me
bring
for
me
not
into
doing
nothing.
You can't roast me for not doing
You on this hot
You're not
seat.
stronger
You
than me.
sit there in that hot seat.
You're
I'm
not
not stronger than you.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying.
But
though.
I can lift my body weight better than you for sure.
You don't,
focus.
bro.
Block out the outside noise.
You probably can't bench your plate.
What's the poll?
What's the poll?
What's the poll?
What's the
Can
poll?
Karen do? No. Is it wild you can't do 10 push-ups?
Is
Is it
it
might be
wild?
wild.
Should an average male be able to do 10 push-ups?
I got one.
That's a good one.
You turned down 1,000 for 10
Bro,
seconds of work?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all on some bullshit.
How?
Bro,
I got confidence in you.
Bro,
Hell no,
I
not me.
understand you're saying that.
I better.
But to put it, but to phrase it and be like, damn, a man should just be able to do that shit. You don't think I know that shit? So obviously, if I'm not able to do it, it would be
But
embarrassing
you
as fuck,
can
right?
do it. Because I
I
bet
know
you
I
to
can do it,
So
but I
let's-
don't want to fucking do it in case I can't do it. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't do push-ups.
I know the first thing Karen's doing when he goes home tonight. I know for a fact.
As soon as I get to the crib, I'm
I know for a fact.
absolutely. And y'all will get a text and I'll be like, yeah, I'm coming to the show tomorrow.
But see, this is the type of weak shit Kieran to do. He'll go home and record it and be like, I told you niggas I could do 10 push-ups.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, you would.
I would not do that.
You're checking the group chat tonight.
I would not do that shit.
Yes, you
You
would.
was taking
Real
the
talk,
group chat tonight.
100%.
If I go home and I can't do 10 push-ups, I'm gonna be so happy
That's
I
so
didn't do this
crazy.
shit.
Yo, Skip Bayless can do 10 push-ups. Skip Bayless,
72?
yes, he
Skip
could.
Bayless is
problem
not
is-
300
But
fucking
here's the thing.
pounds. They had to work down
he's
from
not
90.
Kieran can do it. He's
Skip
just
Bayless
afraid
didn't
he
have
can't.
over a
But if
35%.
you're afraid to do it, I mean, you think
Because you can't do it. You're just
pushing
afraid
up,
of
bro,
it.
I'm pushing
bro.
up, bro. I'm pushing up 300 pounds.
Nah,
Y'all don't
you
understand
can
what
do
that is, though.
9 push-ups, dude. You can do that.
You
Bro.
can do.
I want to bet
he
he
knows
can do
he can
it.
do it.
I would bet that he
He's
could.
just afraid of the chance he
scared
can't,
me
but
now,
he
though.
can.
Absolutely. I know I can do
That's
it.
like, no, right now they say, yo, Shady, go out there and run a 4.8. What? In my head, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know.
I'm not taking that bet.
That's why I won't do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit go out there and run a 5 something. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take that bet.
Easy money. Easy money.
Right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, for him to think that's wild, because that's
I can run a mile.
Yeah.
I can run a mile right now, but I can.
Okay, when you bench,
I feel more confident in running a
What
mile
you do-
right now at 300 pounds than I would.
Well,
like
hold on,
doing
but
two.
What time though? Anybody can run a mile. Would be
That's
your
a good
time?
point. I don't know.
when you bench, you do
No,
4
I'm
sets of
just
5.
asking.
4
Like,
sets of
bro.
5. What you do? 4 sets of 5?
You said what?
When
Not
you
anybody
bench-
can run a mile.
Hold on,
y'all
hold on.
have never
Hold
been in
on,
fat
hold on,
bodies
hold on,
before. Y'all
hold
don't
on.
know what that shit feels
When you
like.
bench,
That's
you do
fair.
This is like this is a different conversation.
You do 4 sets of 5.
Y'all think it's embarrassing to me as a man to be like, damn, I can't do a fucking push-up in
But you
January?
can, so I don't even. I'm not
No,
worried
in
about you.
January I could not do a push-up. I'm telling you, bro.
But
Yes.
now you cut up now.
No, now I'm throwing up a plate for like 15, 20 reps, like easy.
Do you
Oh,
do
he
2
can do
plates?
he can do push-ups.
He
for
can
that.
do
Hold on,
push-ups.
hold on,
If
do
you
you
can
do-
beat.
Hold on, do you do 2 plates?
No, I haven't thrown up 225 yet. No.
Okay, then
I want to get
that's different.
Yeah, I want to get to the point.
Dog.
But that's the thing, though. It's not the fact that I don't have strength. I have
just
strength.
10, though.
It's 300 pounds on top
No.
of it. It takes core strength. It takes so many
Yeah,
other
if
things,
he's,
though.
If he's throwing up 2, because that's when I would bet it. If he was like, yeah, I do 225, I'm like, oh, you could do 10.
But he
15
said
with
one
it.
plate 15 times. If he can do one
That's
plate 15
135.
times,
That's
he can.
135.
But I'm saying, but then he can get 2 plates.
Trey, have you
3
ever lifted a
reps.
plate?
You said what?
Have you ever lifted a plate?
Yeah, I have.
Bro, have you like,
I
bro,
ain't never did too much more than that.
That's
though.
what I'm
I ain't
saying.
gonna
But
lie.
bro, lifting up the plate, it's still not gonna help me in a different situation. I'm down horizontal, and now I have to contract.
Yeah.
I need core strength, hips. Like I need other shit to
You can do
activate.
You can do 10
I know I
push-ups.
can probably do it, but it's
that, bro. That's like he can do that.
Yeah, he can do that. I'm not even.
You know what? I would bet that he could do. You could do 10.
That took the
ain't-
over.
That ain't nothing.
I took the over.
You serious?
You said what?
He gonna do it when he
do
gets
that, bro.
home. He gonna do it when
Well,
he gets
somehow
home.
I'm gonna do it when I
this
get home,
this has
absolutely.
become a VOD, and it better get clipped. We clip my 20 minutes of getting roasted about the
What bet would you take? Would you 18? If Shady was like 1,000 if you did 18. What's your number?
Top shot said I'm
Hold
taking the.
on. Is it 15?
He doing more than 15 push-ups.
Yeah, I could.
You think you can hit 20 for 500 right now?
Ooh, 20 is 18. That's a good. 18 is a good line.
17.
18 is a good line. Yeah. I'm in that 17.
If I offered
18.
you 500 to hit 20 right now, would you do it?
No.
Would you
So
try?
what would you do?
I would try. Yeah, I would try. I would try.
I would try.
I would
Okay, that's
try.
fair.
But I'm not a shameful person, and I got thick skin.
Because also, you not thick though. That's the difference, bro.
Who cares, though? Who cares, bro?
Bro, I care. What?
But you should.
What?
But you could, because now you different. You could be able to fail, and it is what it is.
Nah, it is what it is.
How much? If you don't hit 10 push-ups, how much of that changes who or what you are?
That part.
In all actuality,
it doesn't change who I am whatsoever. But it's also like
now. We ain't trying to counsel you, bro.
It's
we
not,
all
no.
homies just asking questions. But have you ever done 10 push-ups?
yes.
Oh,
I played
You used to
four
be in
sports
shape.
growing up.
You used to be in shape.
Right, I used to have a
Like
six pack when I was like 11, bro.
The other day, before I was
You've been
about to jump in the shower, I hit 10 push-ups. I'm like, oh, okay, that was cool. I ain't did push-ups in a while. I just hit 10 before I got in the shower, just cause. I'm like, yeah, that was
Just to
cool.
do it sounds
But
different.
to 18, I'm trying to think if I felt like from that little push-up session 10.
Nah, you can do 15, bro.
I could do 15 for sure.
You can do 15,
but it's
bro.
18. That was a good line, Acho.
But I said for the easy 1,000, that's the easy little.
Yeah,
come
for
on.
1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
1,000.
right.
For 1,000.
I'm trying 20 for 1,000.
Want some push-ups? I would do
I don't
that.
know.
I would do 1,000.
I would try and fail.
I blew a vein,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
I would try. I'd be like, yeah, but
Now,
I'm
if I
trying.
gotta bet you the 1,000 back, I know.
No,
But if it's just
but
it was
if
3,000.
it's just 1,000 on the board, I'm for sure trying. I don't give a fuck about no ego and y'all make
That's
fun
what
and
I'm saying.
say.
Now,
I
if
was
it's that much,
jumping
I'm
to it.
doing it, yeah.
That
Like
is?
some-
Yeah, if it was like 3 to 5, I'll do it.
3 to 5
Absolutely.
thousand?
Hell no.
3 to 5,
I
yeah.
hate this man.
What's
You
wrong?
pay him too much.
You Nigerian, you do the same shit.
No.
Nah.
I
You
would-
told a child that his super chat wasn't enough to get a
It
shout
was
out.
$10. We're talking about $1,000, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
This is
You don't know the value of money yet.
But somebody,
He don't.
somebody say, yo, I'll give you
Because he
$1,000.
makes too
rich
much
too
of
fast.
it.
He
He
got
makes
rich
too
too
much
fast.
of it.
If you
Yeah, he
said-
got rich too fast.
You're a
Yeah.
rich person.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
messed
I'll give
up.
you $1,000 if you do 20 push-ups.
Done.
I would do it.
Done. I do it for 50.
Is it recorded
Do
and
what?
put on the internet that you
1,000 for
can't
50.
do 10 push-ups? That's
1,000 for 50
embarrassing.
push-ups? But you in the gym every day.
True.
Wait,
and I'll bet it back.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can
But what
respect
I'm
that.
saying is like, if it's a free one, you like, y'all can call
Yeah,
me
if it's a
money.
free roll,
Because
oh, yeah.
Carebear
What
Whitlock in the chat because of this conversation.
God,
what I got to lose? A little bit of
bro.
pride? I ain't
I stand up for the whole fucking show. Alright? And I'm down, bro. I'm down 50 plus pounds already this year.
And that's something to hang your hat on, bro.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
regardless of how many
But
push-ups you
push-ups
can
is
or
like,
can't do.
what I'm not gonna do though, because you my boy, but we gotta be hold him accountable though.
We do. We have to.
No, it's not. That's
not
like,
right. It's
come
not
on,
right.
yo. My daughter's 6. She can knock that shit out right
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah, you don't think I'm on the way to like getting there though? If I had 40 pounds
Yeah, if
less,
you was
I
just
could knock out
bullshitting,
a
yeah.
bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm so much stronger than I was at the
I
beginning
think
of the year though, too.
I think he can do it for. I
think you can, but I wouldn't bet on you because you don't believe in yourself. I just can't do that.
I don't know. That's
Top,
cool.
Top shot. It's nothing against you. It's just yeah.
That's cool.
I don't make as much money as you. So Top shot said I'm taking the under 9.5. I'll drop a $200 super chat if he does it by next show.
Sure, we'll find out.
You took the under?
Top shot said I'm taking the under 9.5. I'll drop a $200 super chat if he
If I
does
can
it
hit 10 by next show.
But you have to do it tonight because I don't want you to go home and do it.
he's
And
taking
then
even more sore tomorrow.
saying Kieran can't do 10.
Yeah.
correct. And he's saying if he
200
does it, he'll
Kieran.
send 200.
Now it's Acho money, so now he really on my
Cause
ass.
you can do
That's
it.
fucked up.
Cause
You
I'm
hear
like-
that shit?
I'm like,
That's
come
fucked
on,
up.
bro.
Yeah, now you got motherfuckers
like,
paying
come on,
money
give
to
it.
doubt you.
Nah, we
Get
can
your
do
ass
that.
on the floor, do these damn push-ups.
Well, I'm like, cause you
I mean,
can do
we'll
it.
see.
You got somebody
Acho.
doubting you.
Acho, if we find out I can do it, I'll get the 200 tomorrow.
This is crazy though.
I know you can do it.
Yo,
I don't know. I don't know if I
everybody
can do it.
in the building right now can do it.
Yes, including him.
Including
Guys
Karen.
in back and they do it.
I'm the
so
heaviest
annoyed.
dude in
Yo,
here.
can y'all do the push-ups?
How you
Yes.
gonna ask people that don't have my body fat percentage that didn't come from
Taylor said he'll come out
What
here
am
right now
I?
and knock 10 out.
I'm 230. Put 75. Put two 70-pound plates on me, and I'll do it.
You are more. You
Yo,
are,
what
bro.
about,
you touch
damn.
weights.
I got
You've
West-
been lifting for
I got
20
West- I got
fucking
West-
years. I haven't lifted in a decade before I started doing it consistently this year.
Fine.
Come
I got
on,
Megan
bro.
doing the 9 too.
Oh, Megan can do 10.
Megan can do it easily.
Megan can
Bro,
do 10.
I've seen Megan's biceps.
Everybody in the world
She
can
can
do
do
9 push-ups.
This is
Hold
messed
on.
up, bro.
I'm gonna face some.
He don't understand how light that is for real. He probably thinking it's
10
like
push-ups?
But you gotta
you're
think-
not, you're
but you
not
gotta think,
understanding.
Shady,
Like
mentally-
my
mentally, he
muscles
said he
aren't
couldn't do
developed to the
one.
point where I can even throw up 2
Megan, I
plates
got
right
you on
now.
speakerphone.
And I'm trying to lift up
Hold
more
on,
weight
hold on,
than you're
y'all.
lifting
This
up.
my chief of staff. Megan, could you do 10 push-ups?
I could.
Yeah.
She's trying to let him down so gently.
All right, Megan, love you,
She ain't
bye.
gonna answer it.
But he can too.
Yo, I got Maddie right now doing 10 push-ups.
Ooh.
Maybe in the gym?
I can have her do it right now. I know she'll do it. Easy 10. I'm gonna have her do a video. 10's like crazy. That's like my dad's 60.
Kieran, don't text me the video after, too.
Yeah, don't do
Kieran
that.
gonna go home and hit
I'ma block
15.
you. No, I'ma
I
block
swear to
you.
God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm gonna block you.
He gonna hit
What's
15.
gonna happen when I go
I'm
home and I can't do it though? Then it's gonna be like
can,
that.
Then we
though.
just not gonna hear from you, and that's cool. I appreciate it. I'd rather that. All right, keeping it moving.
I'm so annoyed.
I can do 413. Drop the $50 super chat and said, fam, it's the 16th. It's my birthday.
Oh,
Just
hell yeah.
giving some
Happy
love and shout out
birthday.
to the guys in the back. Happy birthday to I
Happy
Can
birthday,
Do.
I Can Do, bro. Appreciate you,
bro.
Yeah, he be tapped in with us, bro.
He be locked in.
I
Yeah,
Can
much
Do, you a
love
good
to
man,
I
bro.
Can Do, for
much
sure,
love,
bro.
Much love.
Two more we got to get out of here. Is Dewan said, as a parent, I hear Shady public decided punishment won't be as effective. Let the people who can discipline do what they will. Just because we think he deserves more punishment doesn't mean it will work.
Salute, man. Come on, man.
That was Dewan. You want to, show him some love for
The one
agreeing
that's
with
real
you?
though. Like, see, you see what I see, you hear what I hear, and you feel what I feel. Pause. All I'm saying
See,
is
he
this,
ain't even
bro.
drank nothing. He's stuttering and shit. John Wick D566 said, how do we know Hokey didn't get a chat with Dana and he is remorseful, yet Shady wants a fine?
Say that again.
He said, how do we know Hokey didn't get a chat with Dana and that he's remorseful, yet Shady was asking for a fine? So they, comparing
because one, my thing is like, yo, you went out your way to seek to try to disrespect somebody. Like, my man, he was in love with her, homie. He was in, man, obviously, stalker, he was in love with her. You don't even know Michelle Obama. Well, you just trying to do stuff. And not only you trying to hurt yourself, you hurting our brand. You're hurting our brand by just looking to do something wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, then he gonna have the nerve to say this. I want to thank God and all that.
Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Now that's the playing around.
Yeah. That's fair. Well, listen, Karen, that's all I got. The floor is yours.
Look, man, we appreciate you guys. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up.
Oh, the poll. Yeah. The poll results real quick. So the poll I put was, are y'all taking Karen's over 9.5 push-ups?
That's one of the poll, man. That one question Acho said.
48%
said no.
Said no.
No, so
They're not
50%
taking
said
over.
So the majority of people believe he can.
They do.
Oh,
damn.
They said not on
what's
TikTok in the
TikTok
back.
looking
And
like?
the TikTok is the young audience. What they say?
What TikTok say?
They said 55% no.
Ooh,
55% said no.
55% no.
But the question was, can a normal American
average man
man?
be 10
Yeah.
push-ups?
Why you ain't do what your boss?
y'all all said different things. I
Your
ain't
boss said you shall listen what your boss said.
I think the app, but Kieran can do it. So I'm gonna just.
Karen can do it. He just
gonna
don't get it.
Karen
It's not
can't
gonna
do
work.
I don't know. I end up pushing up for a long time.
$1,200. Kieran just.
By the end of the summer, I'm gonna be able to do it for sure.
You pay him too much.
And that's what's important.
If you paid him what you paid me, he would have for
Yeah, I'm
sure
like, call my
did
dad
that
asking
for
him to do 10 right now. He's
I'm
60.
much closer to doing them now than I was at the start of the year, and that's the important part. Look,
Facts.
hit the like button,
High
hit the
class.
subscribe
Hit the
button,
subscribe
and also
button.
hit the bell button to be notified
Do
when we
it.
go live because the times do change. Tomorrow, actually no, Wednesday that time will change.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are live 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. And here in the Speakeasy, we do not respect Mountain Time at all. For Kieran Hickey Simple, LaShawn Shady McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, Social Justice Trey, and everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back.
We'll see you guys next time. Right back here in the
Kieran,
Speakeasy.
do these dang push-ups.
Social drinker Trey.
Okay. The Hamburglar.
Bro, he don't understand, bro.